worse.
Oh, yeah, that was terrible. I was not
I'm
trying
aware.
to...
That's why I acknowledged that I did John K. wrong.
I did not know that was the game he was referencing.
Yes, that was the game he was referencing.
I told you to, so you could tell him about the snake farmer.
Post and post.
I have never played with the blue rolls of sex and violence, Violet, so it'll be an experience.
Hello,
I'm looking forward
Zokes.
to
Hello,
it.
hello. Welcome in.
Yeah, I did not study for this test.
Yeah. Of course, Zokes. Let me know how their volume is versus my volume because I did not do a lot of setting it up. So let me know how that is.
Hi, Kristen.
Hello, how are you?
Good.
Hi.
I'm usually like a big message person to my neighbors, but I don't think that a lot of you guys message with your neighbors that much.
I love messaging with my neighbors.
Hello.
What up, Dwight?
What's up?
I'm a bit
he's
lower than
here.
them.
I am
As
here.
usual. Okay, well, let me
I
turn
kind of
them
run the
down
stream,
a
so I
little.
do have to show up at some point. Believe it or not.
Well, you know what? I actually should also check. I'm muted on them, right? Okay, good. I didn't want to be like talking their ear off.
Wow, Dwight, you look so diesel. Look at those guns.
That's basically
My
all
God.
Diesel?
Oh, jeez.
Look at those shoulders. Holy mackerel.
Is this against terms of service?
Oh, jeez. I should have put on just a long sleeve shirt. Doing that next time.
No, this is incredible. Oh, I can see all the separation between the different parts of the deltoid.
I'm putting on a jacket in the night.
Because I'm in
Oh
a
my God,
parka.
don't let Fishback body shame you. It's fine.
I don't think that was shame. I feel like that was not shame.
No, it wasn't. He's taking it.
Body
that way.
worship.
That's a different part of the internet. You gotta charge money for that.
Am I ready to lie to Kirsten once again?
So
I mean,
call
maybe.
it out like that, it makes him feel
We'll see. As soon as she sat next to me, I was like, oh great, I'm gonna lie to Kirsten
Okay,
again.
everyone's here, all good. All right, I'm gonna start. This is S&B, 11 players. I'm gonna start setting it up for you guys. So thanks for joining, everybody, as usual. Appreciate it.
So how's everybody's day?
Good.
Danny's from Amazing
Good.
Race. Oh, what season? Tell me everything.
Pretty good. Steven, I thought you were at a tea party. Oh, he's gone. Never mind.
Yesterday I watched the movie Warfare.
Have I watched
and
this
then
season?
I watched the finale of The Pit in about a 4-hour span.
Oh,
good.
the pit's so good.
Taryn, I just finally caught up on all of the Big Brother retrospectives because I was like just not in Big Brother mode yet. So then I binged them all this past week. And when you brought up the movie The Core, I felt so seen. I was like, no one ever knows that this movie exists.
I loved that movie.
It's crazy.
That was one of my first times when I felt like it was like one of my favorite movies, and then I discovered that it is like the example that people use for shitty movies.
Oh no.
And I was like, oh.
Well,
no.
just because something's not technically good doesn't mean it can't be really enjoyable
Okay,
when
I
you watch it when
recognize
you're like
Danny
12.
from like the very little
Exactly.
Amazing Race. I
It
saw last
probably
season.
would not hold
Now
up.
that I see.
To my
Sam,
12-year-old
hello,
opinion.
hello. How's it going? Welcome in.
Yep.
Hi everyone, can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes, we can.
Yes.
Okay. I'm just trying to figure out my camera.
Cool.
Okay, like the one that I'm just checking it out.
Oh boy. How was Warfare?
It was very good.
Yeah.
I mean, it was just super intense. Like, it was honestly not very dissimilar to The Pit. Just
I was gonna say.
war. And even then, like, it was still a little bit similar. It was interesting.
Okay.
And what I think the thing I liked the most about it was that it was like a good 90 minutes, and that was it. It was not a 2.5 hour movie like every other movie.
Sold.
I'm watching episode 4 of Severance. I started it 10 minutes in. Is it the same? Does it stay like this for the whole episode? No? Okay.
Is it season 1 or season 2?
Season 2. Season 2. The one
Okay.
where it opens on them in a
Oop.
frozen lake.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, no.
That's a good episode.
This will be fun.
No. You haven't
I wanna
heard
know who
that
it is.
they're outside for the rest of the show. They got
Yeah.
You're in the middle of episode 4.
Yeah. Oh, well, not the middle. I really just started it. I was like, I can't handle this. I don't know.
Yeah, it's a whole new dynamic.
Yeah. There were a few episodes this season that felt very tonally different.
I have not yet watched this season, for the record. Sorry.
I'm a little bit down on season 2, but that's not a very popular opinion.
I've heard mixed things, I feel like.
Of the overall.
I enjoyed season
or
2.
because of the ending.
I think the first half of the season was very good.
If
and the second half of the season
was
let me
the
down
good
a little.
twin, would it say good twin, or would it also say evil twin? What does it say?
I could see that.
Yeah.
Hi, McKenna. Hello,
I felt
hello.
like a momentum.
You'd
was
have a
killed
good
little
roll.
bit,
Oh, I would have a roll. Uh-oh.
But I do still like where we ended, and am still interested to see where it goes next.
Be so
I hate
cool
that.
if we could be mindful not to spoil Severance season 2 for people who've not yet watched.
Yeah, I'm trying to be vague.
Everyone,
Tell me when to take my headphones out, and I will abide.
everyone sees some kind of token, correct?
Yes.
Yep.
Okay, cool. And all right, in that case, good night, everybody.
This is like what the Tastemakers podcast is like. We just talk about shows without spoiling them, and say we don't like them or like them.
Yeah, pulled into a chow your twin and told their role. Oh, okay, that's good. So at least I have a bluff. Should I lie about something else? Duh. I need to ask back. Kirsten's not supposed to be asking me that by now, but it's fine. I always answer I'm a good person anyway. Calling it a bluff is too funny. I mean, is it not? Okay, I'm not going to answer anymore because I feel like we're not supposed to be. Would it be really funny is if me and Kirsten are evil twins and she immediately finds out I'm evil? But then I will be voted out so fast. Good can't win if you both live. I hope though. I don't think Dwight would give me like let's say the bum 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 bum. I don't know, something that like knows something. You know, like I don't think they could like they would give it that. Pam says she misses you. Pam, when you come to hang, I miss you too. You can talk to your twin and decide how you want to play it. A lot of good twins will just out it first thing day one. Oh yeah, I'm def outing it. Because I'm not letting them out it and I'm not. Because I've seen a couple people who were like, no, I'm not the evil twin, and I know how that goes.
Hello.
I am good with this role.
Alright,
I'm so excited to see who the other person is.
You'll find out in soon. But for now, you learn that your fellow minion is Sam,
Oh, okay.
and your demon is the person you're whispering about being a good person, Kirsten.
Oh, she's my demon?
Yeah, Kirsten's your demon.
Wow, she's such a little liar.
Well, she's not found out yet either. I'm about to go tell her that you're the minion.
I was
so-
kind of hoping she was my good twin, and it would immediately be revealed that way, but this is funnier.
Okay, well, I'm gonna go tell her now
Perfect.
about the situation.
Sounds awesome.
Alright, and I'll be back about your whole twin situation.
Awesome. Bye.
Thank you.
You storytell.
That's
though,
so
you
funny.
need to
She's
know-
such
know
a little
it
I
right
know the
liar.
mechanics. I know, but it's not quite the same.
It is.
I don't know how to like
different.
play
Yeah.
things.
I'm already suspicious of Fishback.
Starting off early with a
I
I
am
am
lie.
always suspicious
Well,
of
Fishy wants to
Fishback
vote
in
me
these
out first.
games.
So,
Yeah.
oh yeah.
I wish that
I'm
I could
so
just
down
more
to
Well,
get
there
like.
can only be
Fish.
one.
I'm louder than everyone else now. Okay,
no,
let me
but
turn
I
them
keep
up.
saying there could
Thank
be
you for
multiple.
the updated.
We
That's
can
true.
look up your stats here.
Let me know how
We can
this
tell
is.
you
We can
played
be a
more.
school of fishies.
No. Okay, every time I played with Fishback, he's been on the opposite team as me, and
I'm a
he's been
little
like Fishy
scared because
Alliance.
I don't think
That's good to
Sam
know.
has played a
never
whole
So
lot,
what you're saying
and I
is
don't
it's
think that
pointless
Kirsten
this
likes
for
to
the
be
seamstress to
demon.
pick the two of you.
I mean, you're
Well,
gonna
it could be a
get
good
it.
Vortex.
Well,
check.
yeah, we confirmed the Vortox, yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
here's
there
the
you go.
other problem.
Or they could be next to a Nodashi.
Fishy, I am
Clockmaker
good,
starts
though, so
knowing
it's
how
like
many
theory,
steps
we
from the
should
demon is the
don't
nearest
believe you.
minion. You start knowing how many
Wow.
steps the demon
Classic
is to its
evil.
nearest
I will
minion.
also say me being seated
only
between
one.
Fishback and
That's
Fishy,
terrifying.
just a
Yeah,
tough start
Dangerous
for me.
seed.
Dangerous, Sam.
Sounds good
Hmm.
now. Okay, good. Each night choose a player, not
You can
yourself or
relay
travelers.
messages.
You
You
learn
can be
one
part of the Fish
good.
Alliance.
Choose a player.
There's no Fish
One
Alliance.
of
What?
which is
You're
correct.
not supposed to say that. You're always supposed to agree to the alliance.
Each night choose a live player.
But
No fishy
publicly,
for
she has
fishy.
to look like you're not aligned.
Right.
Okay. Won't get Dreamer unless you enjoyed her in a fight. Dreamer, let me refresh my. Yeah, okay. I didn't think so. That would actually be torture.
Also, to everyone I haven't met yet, I'm Danny. Nice to meet y'all.
Nice to
Hello.
meet you.
Hello, Danny.
Hey, Danny.
I guess for anyone I haven't met, I'm Scally. Nice to meet y'all.
Nice to meet you, Scally. Is that your last name or your first name?
It is my last name.
Is your first name Brian?
That is my first name.
That's a good guess. That's a really good guess, Danny.
Well, no, I just made some connections. I
There
know
we
who Scally is.
Plot thickens.
That is funny.
Chat, let me have this. Flower girl or seamstress? Okay. Let's see. Each night you learned if a demon voted today. Hold on.
Hello. Let me bring in your twin real fast.
What? Oh,
What's
you,
going on?
what's happening?
What do you mean what's happening? I just want y'all to say hi to each other. Y'all were separated at birth. You're. Oh my god, he leaves during my bit. This bitch.
Sorry, my
Hello.
thing.
Was this
reset.
on purpose?
Yeah, how dare you leave? Never do that again.
Yeah, I thought for sure you kicked
I thought
me
this
out.
was an
and it's not on
accident.
purpose.
I kicked you out. That's crazy. Anyways, y'all are twins.
Oh.
Karen, this is your evil twin, Scally.
I feel like I'm a good twin, but sure.
Oh, okay. Well, Scally, this is your good twin, and he's a town crier.
Ooh, that's fun.
So you have to figure out how to work that out between you guys.
I don't.
but
Oh, he's just evil. Okay.
Yep.
He's just evil twin, and
Hmm.
and then he learns you are the town crier. So y'all can
All
That's
right.
annoying.
Okay.
You don't like having a twin, Tyrion?
Sorry, we're related.
Nobody knows my role. I was thinking about all the different ways I was gonna lie about my role to the demon.
Aww.
Okay, well, do what you want. Just maybe Scally's the town crier now.
Who knows?
Who knows?
Like,
All
have
right,
fun,
bye.
I,
You haven't even sent me
Okay.
anything.
I
Hold on.
sent you the B.
Oh, you did. You just said the B movie. Okay,
Each
I
night
apologize.
was gonna
learn if a
message you
minion
more.
nominated today. Okay. So then and then seamstress is. I'm not gonna send. I don't think I'm supposed to send it, right? Once per game at night, choose 2 players, not yourself. Learn if they are the same alignment. Okay, so I'll tell Sam he can. I'll try to talk to Sam early on. Wait, is Danny not from Amazing Race? That'd be wild.
Sounds like Christian Ubicki's here.
Why?
Because he always is like, he has a mechanical keyboard and he types so loud.
I have a headset on, so I'm like, why is it coming through my keyboard?
I couldn't tell you. I think it's hilarious. I'm not trying to be rude. I think
Bobby,
it's so
hello,
fun.
Bobby.
you're worth
Okay,
more
so we
than
should
Andy.
claim Town Crier, right? We shouldn't claim a different role.
You're really going for it.
I think so.
Thank you. It just am in a unique position, you know.
Maybe throw Taryn under the bus to Danny now. I don't think I am supposed to, right? Aren't we not supposed to do that in the, like, I am, but not of you? Oh, I hate that. Good person.
What is going on with you? What kind of keyboard do you have down
Yeah,
there?
man, you might have to.
Is it like, are you writing a
you.
novel on a typewriter right now?
We might have to rectify the situation. This
It's
is
really
getting-
quite aggressive. I've never heard like that. How deep is that? Are those keys?
That's crazy.
Not during night one. Yeah, so that's
Mike is his keyboard.
interesting. Look at them
True.
both breaking the rules. My neighbor's just breaking rules. So what is... Okay, also, so wait, hold on. Town Crier. I'm just putting this here to mark that they are, but that's going to confuse me. I know it is. Okay, so what would make him already feel bad about me? Because that would be bad. Seamstress? No, we have a Seamstress bluff. Let's per game at night. Good character. Yes, no per game. First day gets up to 5 players. I don't know what they would have. Nothing really? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Should I announce it as soon as we wake up?
Does anyone here have one of those like super cute keyboards with like the little round keys and like the fun colors?
The
I see
creamy
them-
keyboards?
Yes, thank you. I see them on TikTok all the time, and I'm like, should I have one of these?
My keyboard lights up, but it doesn't have the cute rounded keys.
Yeah, mine has lights, but it doesn't have it like. I feel like the cute rounded keys would just really match my aesthetic.
Yeah.
Hello, everyone. Guess what? I'm your storyteller. I also died. What a shame. You guys should, like, I don't know, avenge me or something. That'd be great. Bye.
Hello, everyone. Before you
Hold on.
start going
I don't
into
think
private
I will.
chats,
Yeah, I
I'd
knew
like
this
to
was gonna
inform you that
happen.
I was informed that Scally is my evil twin.
No.
Oh,
I don't want to out my
Oh,
role
Lord.
immediately. Taryn's my evil twin. Whatever, I'm just gonna do it because he's gonna claim it.
What role?
I'm Town Crier. Taryn is the evil twin, and
He
he's going
found
to
out my
claim it.
role, and I was very annoyed because I really wanted to lie about it.
definitely.
And now the demons know what it is. Yeah.
Wait, can you just tell me which one of you is the actual evil twin?
Taryn.
That would be
Yeah,
super
that'd be
helpful information.
helpful.
Don't you already know Fishback?
What
No.
what Dwight said was that Scally was an evil twin, and he said, "I don't know, I feel like a good twin."
Okay, that does sound like me, to be fair.
It
but
does sound
no.
like you 'cause it was you, wasn't it?
And some clarification.
We came
I was
in-
talking with both of them typing like a million miles a minute. And Taryn immediately told me, and then Scally's like, "I've heard nothing. I have no idea what's going on." And I'm sitting there.
Oh, because I play by the rules, and I don't think we're supposed to out our information in the first night, but that's okay.
Not a rule, is it?
I thought it was. I thought you're not supposed to out before day one, so I haven't told anyone anything. Kirsten also was messaging me, and I was like, no.
Okay.
But no, I'm a good person.
How do I request people?
Well, here we are.
I have requested a chat.
So have I. Uday, how's it going?
Can you hear us?
Hello, hello.
Hi.
How's it going?
How are you? I'm fine. I'm new to this game, so.
Oh, okay. First game or?
First, like this script first game. Yeah.
First, okay. Okay, so.
I'm a townsfolk, and I can tell you, I don't have a night ability, but I have a role where I get some information during the day.
You get some information during the day. Okay. Information during the day. Okay. Well, I've already outed my role, but I get information at night. Let me write that down.
Sorry, maybe I missed it. What did you out your role as?
Town Crier.
Okay.
Taryn's my evil twin, so he's claiming to be Town Crier, but he is lying. Information during the day. Yeah, he's going to play that up, and he's going to get trusted because people think that I'm generally sketchy and that he is a nice person, but that's not true.
Okay. Let me see what some other folks are saying.
Have you gotten any information yet, or no?
No, I did not get any. I got some information from Dwight, but I don't know how useful it is. Because,
Can I know the information?
I'm going to maybe wait one round to see how it turns out.
Uday, you're killing me.
It's not
All right.
that useful.
Okay.
It's not something which directly says that this character is something.
I got you.
It's very ambiguous.
All right,
Anyway,
sounds good. Bye.
Then
You as well, Taryn. It's either Town Crier or Evil Twin.
That's exactly, yeah.
So there you go. We all have twos now.
Well, that would be easy because you can just note Town Crier and then put evil next to me, and that's a very easy way to do it.
There we go.
All right.
Good luck.
Oh, okay. Well,
I didn't mean to come here. I was trying to request somebody, and then I accidentally clicked circus tent. Then I thought I was in a private conversation with Fishback, and then other people joined, and I was like, "Oh, I'm still in the circus tent."
All right. Let's see. Let's talk to. No, I said that everyone just assumes. Okay, am I gonna be let in anywhere? I think I'm screwed. I think I'm immediately screwed. This is interesting. Hello.
Hey, Skelly.
Hey.
How's the twin life going?
I'm doing okay, but it is interesting. Everyone's talking to Taryn and immediately icing me out, which is not thrilling.
Yeah, I mean, that's the annoying part about outing twins so early.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like both twins just tend to get iced out.
Yeah, but he's not getting iced out, which is very bad.
Yeah.
So what's up?
I'll tell you I'm either the sage or the juggler.
Sage or juggler. That's awesome. I can juggle to help hide you. In case. If you'd like.
Sure.
Okay. Have you heard anything
as the
useful
town
this
crier.
round?
Not particularly. I'm just getting bullshit claims. It's day one.
Yeah, someone was saying that they did already get information, but they were like, I'm not gonna say that. I was like, okay.
Yeah, I had
So,
somebody say something similar.
yeah, so we will see how that goes. Otherwise, yeah, Danny was messaging me, and Danny was like, "I already feel bad about you," and I was looking through the roles, and I was like, literally, what could that be? Because then Kirsten was messaging me, and I was like, "We're not supposed to do this in Night Zero, I don't think." So,
Yeah.
I did not hard claim in Night Zero, but oh well.
Yeah, I don't generally share my info that I got that night.
Yep. So, here we go.
All right. Well,
I'll see you in a bit.
good luck.
Yep.
Sounds good. Bye.
Hello.
Hi.
How's it going?
Good. I don't fully grasp what happened in the town square.
Yes.
And I'm gonna give everybody the benefit of the doubt until I hear more. But so what's you said you're the town crier?
Yeah, I'm the town crier.
Okay.
So I'm the town crier. What happened was we got called in to talk with Dwight, me, and Taryn, and I was like, is this a mistake? And he was like, no, stay here. And then he told me that Taryn is my evil twin, that I am the town crier, and I was like, great, that sounds fun. And I giggled because that's funny.
Taryn hasn't said what he is yet, right? He just said that he's the other.
He volunteered evil twin, and I don't know why he would not, but no.
Hi.
So. Naomi listens to Dwight. That's
Welcome
so cute.
back. There are 11 of you alive.
Yeah, I can't do anything.
Block. Feel free to discuss. Do what you want. Mara?
I would like to juggle myself as the juggler
Sam.
and Skelly as the town crier.
What was the slip?
Heard.
Well, this is good.
I would like to juggle myself as the artist and Taryn as the evil twin.
So we're screwed.
I just realized I don't have to fake doing this because everybody knows I'm not the juggler, which is awesome.
Yeah, I'm screwed. I'm gonna get voted out immediately.
Who did the first juggle? Can I? I didn't hear
I
that.
did.
Fishy?
I juggled myself as the juggler, Skelly as town crier.
I'll juggle Scally as the Vortox. No, JK, that doesn't work. Denny B as the Vortox, John K as the Vortox, and Mora as the Vortox.
Heard.
What is this? Why are people claiming?
So basically, there's a role. There's a role that you have to like publicly make a guess and find information out. But because you don't want to out which role you are, then multiple people need to do it so that it covers the real one.
If multiple people do it, then the demon doesn't know which one to kill to keep them from getting info.
Oh, that's smart.
There's a lot of roles like that in this script where, like, for instance, me as the town crier, if you believe me, like we want to have multiple people nominate so that when I get the information, it's like I'm getting useful information. Normally we'd be more sly about it, but now we can just very openly game the town crier stuff because we know there is one.
Fascinating.
Kirsten, did you have your hand up for anything, or?
No, I was going to juggle and then I got confused by everyone juggling. And then I just said,
So
I'm
the
not gonna
problem
do it.
is if there's a
Got juggled
clockmaker,
internally, I see.
they're just gonna
My brain
zoom in
has
on this
been
immediately
juggled.
because I think that
The
they
juggler
are.
is like an annoying one to fake
bad.
because it's so specific as opposed to like whatever the other one is in the other script.
Yeah, if it was like a gossip, I've
Mhm.
gossiped for days, but to juggle, I can't
Just
even
some
juggle
meta stuff.
really two
I'm
balls.
confused.
So, according to the rules, right? That. Actually, never mind. I was thinking. Never mind.
If there was
I
a clockmaker, I think that would be our twin. Okay.
All right, I am someone who likes bold things. I'm gonna nominate Scally.
Ooh.
Danny nominates Scally. Tell us why.
I'm someone who's like, all right, we can end the game with the information we have because there's a chance that both of them are bad pretending, or we just take out the person that, and I believe it definitely Taryn is the good one and Scally's the bad one. So we end the game, or we get it right and don't have to worry about it moving forward. It's pretty fun, pretty entertaining.
Scott, your defense.
Well, I don't think it's fun nor entertaining, for the record. But I would say this is not that shocking. I feel like I'm very quickly sussed, kind of regardless of role, and Taryn is very frequently trusted. So I don't. As soon as I saw it, I was like, well, this is gonna go very poorly. But no, I'm the good twin. Taryn outed immediately. I was waiting for Dwight to be done speaking, but whatever. But yeah, that's it.
Anything else pertinent before I run this vote for Scally?
This is a terrible idea.
I just found out that if you kill the wrong one, we lose.
Running
Yeah.
it.
But I know I'm the right one, so it's okay.
Yeah, I
But
think
yeah,
it's
other
way
people
too
probably
early to
shouldn't
be
do this.
doing the twin pair.
Yeah.
But also, if the twin dies, it's not a win because the twins aren't demons, right?
The
If
twin.
the good
know.
twin is executed,
can't-
evil wins.
We have to
If
vote
the
out
evil-
Terran
Right, but
before
if-
the game ends. We can't just vote out the demon. We have to also vote out that evil twin. But
Yeah, so I should actually be decently safe from the demon because there's always a chance that you might vote me out at some point.
Nobody is going to kill the good twin. The
No,
evil
twin is
twin
not.
pair will be around forever.
Which is
I
why
see.
you vote out the floater, the person who's going to make it to the end. You vote him out early.
so I'm a floater. I would like to nominate
taking up
Danny.
a final 3 seats. Suri would want him gone.
Scally nominates Danny. Tell us why.
Personal attacks and vibes.
Danny, your defense.
I'm super blue. That's it.
All right. Anything else pertinent before I run this vote for Danny? Great. It takes 6. Running it.
We are going to need to kill someone. There is a Vortox on the script.
Oh yeah.
Do we have any info that points towards it being or not being Vortox?
Well, oh yeah, good
Not
question.
enough.
What did that information?
So with Scally having nominated, I will for sure get a yes that a minion nominated. So I don't know if that means we should have fewer nominations.
John Kent.
Doesn't
Or
matter
because then
because
if
I'm
it's
going.
no.
Well,
it
is
at
there
least tells me
anyone?
that there's a
Regardless,
Vortox.
we're both going to
Is
say
there anyone
yes.
who's
A minion
fine with
nominated.
dying though? Because shouldn't we kill in case there's a Vortox?
Yeah. If someone is like a spent seamstress or like.
I'd like to hear what John has to say.
Yeah, John Kent.
Oh, hey, I'm John K. Fishback, I would like to nominate you.
Okay.
All right. Tell us why.
The voting, the pushing on Terran, and we do need to kill someone. We haven't spoken, but
I didn't push on Terran. I've been saying I think Terran's the good twin.
oh, okay. You raised your hand when I think Terran got. Did Terran get nominated?
No,
I didn't
Scally got
know.
his.
No,
you raised
Kelly
your
got
hand.
nominated.
Either way, I would like Fishback dead, specifically because either Fishback or Fishy is bad, statistically. So
What?
this is a coin flip.
Oh, that's funny. That's actually there's mechanical information that's not the case. I've heard about a seamstress yes on me and Fishy, so we are actually on the same team. So I hope she's good.
I am sad to say that I'm inclined to believe Fishback right now, even though I think he lied to my face.
And
Is that
I'm
confirmed?
a
I
bad vote
hate
today.
this role.
But
I agree. If
yeah.
what I am deducing is correct.
I'm bad vote.
Anything else pertinent before I run this vote for Steven Fishback?
A
If
Vortox
there's a
is-
seamster, should we not take out the seamster right now, and the seamster should be volunteering to die?
If there is a seamstress who used their ability, they are probably the best kill today.
Yeah.
Probably.
But I have not heard
Is
of
there a clockmaker? Do we have a clockmaker?
or a clockmaker.
I'm gonna
Fishback
run.
just said there's a seamstress.
I'm gonna run this vote. It takes
Oh,
6.
true.
Running it.
Fishback, you should nominate whoever this spent seamstress is.
Is there a clockmaker?
I swear to God, y'all are making up roles today.
I haven't heard of one.
Tuzana.
Yeah, I'm not talking about the game. I just need a clock made, actually.
Is the seamster okay to be nominated? I think it's the right call here.
Just do it.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna nominate Sam. He's claimed to be seamstress to me. He said he got a yes on me and Fishy. In the off chance that he is a baddie, this will also kill him. So that would be good too.
Sam, your defense.
I have reason to believe that this would be bad for town, and I would like to explain more of that tomorrow.
All right. Anything else
Right,
pertinent
that's
before I run
what they
this
said
vote
about
for Sam?
Sam.
Yeah. If Sam was bluffing as the seamstress, which sounds like maybe he was, he asked me clarifying questions about how to play the seamstress, so he was really going deep on that bluff.
It takes
What?
6 votes.
Why would it be bad?
You may as well
I
tell us
can't.
now.
I can't do that today. I would have to tell you more tomorrow.
Okay.
Seems like
It
you're
could be a
gonna
mutant.
die.
It could be a.
Votes
But
to put, it takes 6 votes to put Sam
could
on
be
the
a
block.
barber.
Gonna run it.
Slut.
I'm just not gonna do it because
We do have to kill somebody, though.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm
I,
not
s-
feeling
I
like
saw
it.
it was at 6, and
I'm
I
loyal.
thought just keep it in case something else comes up. But yeah.
7's enough. Sam's on the block.
Game's over.
Interesting.
Person has to like 1v 15.
Any other nominations for end of the day?
I will nominate Steven.
Already has been nominated.
Okay.
tried.
I mean, who else can I nominate? I don't know.
Is anyone else a
No, we
better
don't.
kill?
I'll
Like
ask
the one? Does anyone else want to put themselves forward?
End of the day in like 30 seconds. Otherwise,
We can do. I mean, if we do it, that's fine. I'll have to tell everybody tomorrow, and that would be very bad for us. But okay.
It's
Yeah,
fine.
we're real
main
bad.
10.
Maybe like a sweeper. Clutch.
If
It's over.
It could be a clutch.
5.
If it's a clutch, you can pick me.
Unless you guys want to vote out Terran.
1. With that, Sam has been executed and does die.
Yeah, it's over.
Good night.
Not a clutch.
I don't know how much to even try here. Yeah. Asking for outsider, maybe Fengu. Good point, good point. Okay, Sam. Mostly iced. So chillin'. I don't even know who nominated. If that... I don't even remember who nominated.
This is very interesting. Very, very interesting.
I'm just not even gonna respond anymore. Who nominated? Sam tried to nominate. Damnity nominated me. I'm gonna say yes. Whatever. John K nominated? Okay. I don't even know anymore. Yeah, people decided immediately. I saw on everyone's faces, like, this is over, and they just left as soon as Taryn was done talking. I was like, oh, okay. Did Steven nominate? Fangu, okay. Steven nominated Sam? True, okay. I'm gonna say yes. Why not?
Is it ever a good strategy, though, of two bad people to claim to be the evil twin?
Yes, but it's never a good strategy to assume that's what's happening and push on it day one.
Okay. Super valid. Well, that's valid.
Not the teacher voice.
I am a teacher.
You gotta use these.
Well, I can tell from your voice.
Clocked.
When is someone allowed to potentially become unmad?
If you're referring to the Serenovus ability, it would be when the next Serenovus player was selected. So if hypothetically someone was Seramad day one, they cannot just say that during the night, because if they're not confident the
One
Serenovus is
outsider.
rechosen, Dwight can still choose to execute them based off of them claiming it in the night. Also, even if you're already dead and you claim that you're Serenovus mad, you can still be executed. So it can still stop us from being able to get an execution through.
You're also smart. I know nothing.
Okay.
Serenovus. Okay. Interesting. Well, that would have been powerful.
Why are you Serenovus mad?
I was just wondering.
He's like, definitely not for me, but if someone else
I'm
was
asking for a
Serenovus
friend.
mad, how would that work?
Yeah.
Should I pretend to be Serenovus mad now? Just go for it. I feel like that's maybe not good. I feel like just making a big move might be worth it at this point.
I think both town criers should publicly share their information.
I plan to.
Cool.
Each night you learned if a minion nominated. Oh, we have to be keeping track of who nominated yesterday?
Yeah. Well,
I
I don't know if you
because
have
Scally
to.
nominated. I didn't really matter who else nominated because I was always going to.
Well, I actually kept track of who nominated and can tell you.
Wait.
Well, I did also do that.
I actually know more about American Girl now than you do.
I think it was Danny, Scally, John K, Fishback.
That is true.
Right?
Yep.
All right, Danny.
I did not keep notes, but I do remember. Look at me go.
And it's also Flower Girl as you learn if a demon voted today. Meaning
Yeah.
should we be keeping track of
We
who
should be keeping
didn't
track.
vote?
We should be coordinating votes too.
Oh my goodness gracious.
Only 2 people didn't vote.
I forgot to take my Flower Girl notes. I usually take those notes, even if I'm not.
Wow.
There were 7 votes on Sam.
Take them all.
Good luck, Flower Girl. I'm not doing that for you.
Yeah.
Yeah, do your own homework.
I'm tired.
Does anybody want to say that they didn't vote yesterday at all?
I
think
did
Sam
not.
voted.
I did not vote. Yeah.
Kiss.
I didn't vote
Also
yesterday.
didn't.
I voted on Sam.
Everyone else did.
Crystal.
We should probably wait till the day to.
Yeah.
Why?
Well, one for fairness, two for there might be people in conversations that need to respond yes or no.
That makes sense
We're
in
here.
terms of the
That is-
conversations. I didn't
Yeah,
clock it immediately.
everyone, if you're here right now, say yeah.
Yeah, let's do a wave. And if it stops at you.
Well, the other interesting thing is that like if Dwight is in private chats, nobody's hearing this on the stream.
Quick, should I pretend to be Ceranovus Matter
That's
now?
Are y'all talking about me while I'm gone? That's crazy.
Yeah,
Sure.
yeah.
Yeah.
Talking about that shirt and how you've got your traps and your
boy.
delts out.
Not again.
Anyways, Kirsten died last night.
Wait,
Oh.
before anybody breaks off,
Wait,
Oh.
that's
a few
so
things to say.
fucked up.
I'm the juggler. First of all, I was Sarah mad that I was the artist yesterday.
Oh.
I am the juggler. I juggled myself as the artist and Taryn as the evil twin. I got a 0. That means either my information is false. I trust both my neighbors, so I don't think I'm poisoned. So if there's a Vortox in the game, then Taryn is the evil twin, and if there's not a Vortox in the game, then Taryn is not the evil twin.
Wait, you were Sarah Mad Fishback?
I was Sarah mad that I was the artist.
I thought that's what Sam was
I'm curious
implying,
about what Sam
and
was.
Sam
I-
told me that in whispers as well.
Oh boy.
Sam was.
Interesting.
I believe Sam was the artist. That's why. But I couldn't tell him to go visit Dwight before he was executed because I was Sarah Mad as the artist.
I'm wondering if
Yeah.
Fishback
Alright,
is
well,
Sarah Mad
that's-
today because that's.
I
That's
am
possible.
I am the seamstress.
Oh, okay, so he's
Okay.
probably Sarah Mad now that he's the seamstress, which is reasonable.
Yeah, makes sense.
Okay, I got a yes, which is what I expected to get if there was no Vortox. That yes, a minion nominated. So I know that I think there's no way for there to be a Vortox. You don't know that because you don't know if you can trust me, but I know that now.
I also got a
Sally,
yes.
what's your info?
I also got a yes.
Okay, cool.
Are we
Christian.
free to move about the cabin now,
Yes.
or are we still hanging out here?
What is going on?
Hello.
What's up? Hey.
How's it going?
It's going. It's going.
How you
Can I invite me in here? Is that okay?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Oh. Hello.
Wait, I just tried to join John. This is insane.
Yeah, let me add. There we go.
Okay,
Okay.
John. Okay.
Perfect.
Hi, John. Sorry, Scally. I went to accept you, and then Scally jumped in. Okay, then we got.
That's
Danny.
okay.
This is
Hey,
fine.
guys.
Hello,
Crazy.
hello. Well, how are you all doing?
Okay.
I'm
Great.
gonna dip.
Oh.
Oh. Oh, Danny's a little afraid.
Because I think he thinks you're bad.
Well, even if you're bad, I'm okay with hanging out with bad people. Sometimes you're bad, so
Yeah.
and then
True,
you need
too.
people to hang out. If my two would be a flower girl that got a yes, or a mathematician that got a 0. on both
Flower
rounds.
girl that got a yes, or mathematician that got a 0. Okay.
Yes. That means all the information during the night was correct, accurate.
Oh, interesting. Well,
A math 0,
gotcha.
unless there's a Vortox.
Gotcha,
Oh,
gotcha, gotcha.
interesting. Okay, I see.
Well, then I'm gonna assume you're a flower girl because I am not the evil twin, but interesting. Naomi.
Here's what I'll say. I believe Fishback because he did claim artist to me when we were in a one-on-one chat. And so
Oh.
in my mind, like he was stuck. Like he didn't have to do all that if he was then later going to come out and say the juggler. In a private chat, he did say he was the artist to me.
Okay, he's not.
Last round.
Okay. If he's Sarah Mad, he's not supposed to do that. He could have got killed, but that's fine. As long as Dwight doesn't.
Okay.
Do you mean in night 1 he claimed artist? Or
Like
in...
during the night or
Yeah,
during
the like when we no when we were chatting with each other in this round last time, he said he was the artist.
Interesting.
Okay.
That,
Is that not how the role is supposed to work? I don't know. I thought it was.
No, I
like
think
you
you're
had to-
good. I think. It's
no,
okay.
this if he's Sarah Mad as juggler, he should claim juggler the entire time. What are you sharing?
No, but he said he was Sarah Matt as artist. That's what he was saying.
Gotcha.
Oh, got it. No, you're right. I'm wrong.
Yeah, he
Got
was
it.
trapped into being the artist.
Gotcha, gotcha,
So
gotcha.
I believe him, is what I'm sort of saying.
Yeah, I do believe him. I
Okay.
was sus on because I believe his juggler question was implying Taryn was bad. That's what triggered me. Not that I'm not saying you're bad, Scally, but there's a chance.
No, he had said that I was bad based off of that, I thought.
Yeah. Well, after he came to town, he did. Are
Yeah.
you sharing anything, Naomi?
No, not at this moment. I've shared with the people that I kind of trust right now, and I don't want to get it out too
Well,
far.
then why are you here? Why should I tell you anything?
All right. Well, waited until I gave my info.
Yeah,
that's
right?
fine.
Like, okay.
All right.
All right.
Let's go cause chaos.
Sounds
Scally.
good.
Have fun. See ya. Wow, that's so sussy.
That was
Why
weird.
didn't you do anything?
That was very weird.
Wow, John K.
Well, when I was living, I was the Oracle, and so then it was really unfortunate to pass away in that way.
Johnson Scally's probably the evil. Oh my gosh, what is going on?
What is
here?
happening?
I left to go talk to you guys.
I was
you
gonna
were pinging
say.
me and then you were gone. John K, what's going on with you?
I would like to talk to Fishback. Where is he?
Fishback
left.
is well.
Okay. Well, that's
Alright.
fine.
Oh,
Oh, okay. Fine.
So I assume you killed Mora. Okay, and
Mora, who I thought was the juggler,
but was
who
in
really
fact
the barber.
the barber.
And
Okay.
now I don't have to do this anymore.
Oh my god. Yeah. Good luck.
Well, you know what? I passed it along to a much more competent player.
Yes.
So.
Honestly, I was like, little. I don't know. We'll see. Bye.
Yeah, it's fine.
Hello, welcome back. There are 9 of you live. It takes 5 to come on the block. Feel
I don't
free
know.
to
I just
discuss
don't.
which one.
I would rather be ignored.
I'd love
than
to at least a little bit
I
coordinate.
won't
who
talk to you at all,
nominates.
but I'm in a conversation with
Possible.
Does anybody believe that their information seems obviously wrong? Because I'm kind of, from what I've heard from people I've spoken to, it seems like it might be a Fangu world. Silence.
Nope. My info's accurate.
Sorry, I had to read the spot on the
Same.
characters chart that says
I know, I
Fangu
did
to
that too.
understand what you're
Same,
saying
same,
to
same.
me.
Yeah, it's okay.
Well, have there been outsider claims?
Well, in this script, people don't really as often.
The
claim
outsiders are incentivized to hide.
Yeah.
Oh, that makes sense. Continue to ignore me.
I don't know if it would be helpful, but I have savant information and
Yeah.
both
Ooh.
That
the
is
last 2 nights. And so here are the last 2 nights, the real or fake information. So, day 1, the 2 options are 3 town are sitting next to each other, or of players with one-time use roles, only one of those has not been used.
Oh my god.
So that was day
Okay.
1.
Okay.
Day
For
2.
day 1, did he say, like, specifically only 3
Yeah, that's what I
towns
was
sitting
gonna
next to each other?
But, so that has to be. That's false, right?
I don't know, but here's 2 real quick. Let me give you the second one real quick. The second is the Sarah Novus named Mad, one of their neighbors. Or the outsider number has changed or increased.
Okay.
Okay.
Ooh, how does that happen?
If there's a Fangu, it would add an outsider.
Sorry, changed or increased or just increased?
Increased / changed.
Danny, why are you coming out and claiming Savant?
I am not claiming it.
Okay, you're saying you're are you laundering someone else's Savant info?
I am.
Laundering.
Okay, so and they already have day 2.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah,
Okay,
during the
On
day.
X during the
Sorry,
day.
okay. So
Yeah, they get a percent.
if you believe that I am the juggler and that Sam is the artist, then of the one-time use roles thing, only one has not been used. Had to have been false on day 1. So it
Well,
has to.
Sam's not the artist, right? Sam, you're the seamstress.
Right.
Sam
Well-
is still currently claiming seamstress.
Right. Well, depending on what you believe
Sure,
about
say
that.
Sam.
If you were to believe, in spite of Sam's claims to the contrary, that he is the artist,
Yes, I
you
agree.
might think that 3 town are sitting next to each other.
Why would somebody Serenovus a dead person is my question, just
Well, I mean,
in general.
I'm
Stop
not
them.
confident that Sam wasn't the Cerenovus himself, but let's just not assume that yet.
Yeah.
If he had actual good information from the first round,
you
but
would
he
wanna
still
stop
can't
it.
share. Yeah.
Yeah. Got it.
If they believed he was the artist, they would maybe want him to stop from sharing the artist info. But yeah, like the idea of him being the Cernos, that's a good point. He actually.
I mean,
So based on
the
information right now,
Cerenovus maddening a neighbor definitely implies, if that's one that is true, I would be looking at that
Yeah,
corner for
actually-
sure.
Call for
Mara
nomination,
in
by
the
the way.
Mara in the roles that you gave me or claimed, all of them are false, and you didn't tell me the truth in any of the conversation that
Correct,
we
I
had.
am a liar.
Okay.
Are noms open?
They are.
I'm gonna nominate Naomi.
Nominate
Oh.
Naomi. Tell me why.
I know
Hello.
we have not spoken, but I've heard information about you from someone else, and based on the other information I've heard from other people, I think this might be a good kill.
Naomi, your defense.
Yeah, this is actually a terrible kill.
Yep.
And I have sort of been very, very transparent with some people. But I have also been trying to keep it very close to the chest. It would be a really bad kill for the town, and I don't think that you should go through with it. On the other hand, I feel like I have had really good talks with Fishback and with Danny, and I'm figuring some things out. And I don't know. I can't speak more to it other than saying it's a bad idea, and we haven't talked, so you wouldn't know.
I think this is a bad kill too, but from
Fishback, based on what we talked about, I don't think it is.
Okay, I mean, when we discussed, you had said
So I
somebody
was told
else
he's from
nominate,
Amazing
which is why
Race.
Um,
I'm confused. But
I'm more inclined to believe that that person is that thing I told you they could be. The only way for them both to exist is if there's a Fangu.
right, which I think is likely.
Anything else
Right.
pertinent to
This
run this
would
vote
be
for
the
Naomi?
Fangu.
Takes 5 to put Naomi on the block. Running it.
I really don't think we should be voting for this either. I think that Naomi. Yeah.
Oh, what an interesting group.
Well, it's the people who play together, right?
Yeah.
I was doing it for a flower girl.
Are there any outsider claims at all? Because it sounds like that is pretty
Yes,
useful.
I have heard outsider claims.
You
I
have.
heard of one.
Yeah.
And I.
Because the other piece of
believe another
information is that
point.
the outsider count changed, which would imply Fangu, which would mean that there are now 2 outsiders, or maybe still 1 outsider. But it, because what happens if the Fangu first outside was the information that the outsider count has changed since the game started, or that it's changed from the original count?
That information was not given.
Okay.
Second call for nominations.
Well, it couldn't change in game.
It had.
Well, it
there's-
could if
Oh,
the
Pithag, of course.
Fangu
Yeah, Pithag. I'm sorry. Yeah.
died, and then
But
it
if there's a
actually-
Cerenovus and an evil twin, there's no.
John K.
I would like to nominate Mora today.
Why?
Lied to town about their roles. Also, I have everyone else's claims. I haven't heard from Mora, so I'm thinking possible outsider.
Mara, your defense.
I'm not an outsider. I'm not a good kill for town.
Right. Anything else pertinent if I run this vote for Mara?
I do believe Moore is an outsider. It's why I nominated Naomi. But
Right. It takes 5 votes to put Mara on the block.
So are we worried about Vortox now? Or do we feel like we've moved on from that concern?
I'm not worried
5
about it,
is
but
left. Mara's on the block.
theoretically, you should be a little bit.
Yeah.
I do think
Unless
based
there's
off the
further
information
information.
Fishbuck have, like,
Would
Terran,
love
it
to just
seems
get
like
voted
is
out at this
cleared
point.
potentially.
Unless there's Vortox.
And,
Mara, your hands up.
Yeah, can I nominate Fishy?
wrong
why.
way, Mora.
I'm the flower girl. I'm not an outsider. I got a yes last night.
It's been over.
I'm not a good kill.
As
I
soon
don't
as
have
Sam
any
got
information
nominated,
that
it was
points to
over.
anybody specific, but I would rather not die here.
Fishy, your defense.
This is interesting because I think Mora should know what's going on with me if Mora.
We haven't talked. Why would I know what's going on with
Okay,
you?
well, I don't believe you're the flower girl. So this is.
Okay.
It takes 5 votes to tie, 6 votes to execute Fishy instead of Mara. We're running it.
Doesn't matter. I'm not voting.
Two's not enough.
Mara, who voted last round that you got a yes on?
I forgot to take notes for day
It's
one,
everybody.
but it was everyone except I think 2 people.
Sam and Kirsten, who are both dead.
Yeah.
Alright, with that, Mara has been executed and does die. Good night.
How long do we let the evil twins go?
Until we are confident we've killed the demon. The fact that you were so keen to go after the evil twin pair does make me a little sketch of you, to be honest.
Okay, that's valid. If Sam's mad though, one of you or Fishback is the Serenovus.
Unless the second statement is true.
Right.
I don't
kind of feel
I don't
sick.
think the second statement is true.
If there's a Fangu,
feel like
Danny, that
off.
would increase the number of outsiders.
If there's a Fangu, if there's a
Vigor,
Vig, if there's
a pit hag, which we don't think there is a pit hag.
What does a pit hag do?
Pit hag can change roles in the night.
I mean, there's also the.
I mean, right now we're in an
world
evil
where-
twin Serenovus world, so.
I mean, there's a world where Taryn
There's a
and
pit
Scally
hag.
are both evil, right? Like, there's that to consider. And one is a pit hag, but I think if at this point if someone were pit hagged,
I don't want to talk too much game here, but I feel like to say that it's. I think Danny is valid for believing Sarah Nova's name, just as valid as he is for believing like outsider number changed. I feel like there's no concrete evidence that the outsider number changed versus the Sarah Novus. Like they're both pretty up in the air.
If it's the Vigamortis,
Vega Mortis.
does that mean there's no outsiders?
Interesting.
Yes, unless the pit hag has made one.
Choose a player. This is wild. Okay. Ooh, that was a big envelope. Do I get any envelopes? No.
What's up?
So should we just self-nom and end the game? Like, it's been over. Please.
It's looking dire.
It was
currently.
dire night one. Like, yeah, I don't want to waste people's time. That feels stupid.
You can do what you want.
I don't want to waste stream's time most of all. So yeah, I'm gonna end this.
Listen. People are sometimes watching people trip over themselves is funny, and that's entertaining. You know.
But like,
so
to what end?
I don't speak for the viewers.
I understand that.
So okay, yeah.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye.
I don't think also that it would have been possible for Taryn and Scally to have coordinated the evil twin thing because they said it right away. Unless specifically Taryn, Danny, Scally is the evil team.
Well,
Taryn came out and said it.
Okay, that would be crazy.
There was a lot of envelopes going back and forth that night.
There were.
Well, that's because both of them were sitting next to me, and Taryn told me he was the evil twin, and then
Hi,
I'm like,
Noel.
Scally,
Well, I appreciate you being
are
here.
you good? And he's like, yeah, I'm good, and like completely played like he hadn't talked, which Scally said he was following the rules for him, and so, for me, that coordination could have happened because Scally had no idea what was going on, and then Taryn claimed it right at the beginning, and then Scally went with it. I don't think it's the both of them. I lean more towards Scally just being bad. Do we have any indication of who a demon might be?
I'm sorry, Noel, that I missed it, but I'm so glad that you're here. My bad.
Like what person?
It has been a
Could be anybody.
interesting game. I'm sorry that this is the one you caught.
Definitely not me.
The first outsider.
Honestly, I think it's Dwight, and I think that he is torturing us from the grave.
That's why I would like to just move into a more interesting game.
Unfortunately not.
Ugh. I would love to be part of that at some point.
Love inside jokes. Would love to be part of one day.
You miss BMR? Yeah,
You
I
just
like
wanna
I
kill
think I like
Dwight? Is that
BMR the
why?
best.
Yeah. Who wouldn't?
Day one.
If a Nodashi is sitting next to an evil twin, and we vote out the
Nodashi ability applies to townsfolk neighbor, not to minion.
Oh, okay, good to know.
Are you the Nodashi, Danny? Is that what you were worried about?
Good morning, everybody. No one died in the night.
Okay, I want to start. I was Sarah Novus yesterday. I am the artist. Taryn, I was going to use my artist question to clear up the good evil twin situation. I didn't know. Steven had to tell me. I didn't realize I could do it once I was on the block, so I thought we had to wait until day 2. So I thought I could survive, and then he told me that after I was dead, that I could have used it while I was on the block. But I was trying to clear that up between you and Scally, and the reason I didn't do it day 1 is because I wanted to make sure we weren't in a Vortox game. And so I was trying to see if we had an outsider playing so that I could ask the question and clear up the evil twin thing, but didn't get the chance.
Mora, could I ask what you were?
The flower girl.
Okay.
Really?
Yeah.
I got a no last night, by the way, that a minion did not nominate, and that it was John, Mora, Fishback, and Fishy.
I got a yes.
Okay.
John. And in case, just to go back, because you mentioned John's name, I did talk to John off the bat the first day when I was not Sarah Novus, and I told him that I basically laid out that I was the artist to him off the bat. So he can vouch for that if you trust John. All right, John left.
Interesting,
Well, okay.
interesting.
I'm confused. Here's the thing. They might just vote you if you nominate yourself, but they also might then be like, "Oh, it's this is a distraction."
I went to Dwight and I was like, "Should I just end this game?" And he was like, "Well," and I was like, I'm wasting everyone's time. Like this is boring.
No, you're not wasting everyone's time. Everyone is wasting their own time by not realizing.
No, I'm wasting chat's time also, and that's boring. And so, but Dwight was like, some people enjoy watching people trip over themselves. Like, it's totally up to you. And I was just like, but like, why? Like, where are we gonna go?
They're
Listen, if you nominate yourself, I'll vote you out.
We'll see. I appreciate Sam's attempt. I might just like see if he can cook and then figure it out.
Honestly, yeah, let him cook.
Whatever.
Let him cook.
We'll see. But like, yeah, I was like, let me sit here and get no calls for the 4th day in a row,
Oh my god! Yesterday I was trying to get in. It was like playing fucking Sequester, and you can't get into any rooms because they're
Yep,
all full,
me too.
except for worse
That's been
because
my
this was
entire
people
game.
specifically saying no to me coming into their room.
That was me the entire game, and I was in a room with John and Naomi, and we're like sharing all this information, and we are like, "Oh, Naomi," and she was like, "Well, I don't want to talk because you're evil," and I go, "Then why are you here? Leave." Like,
And you're correct.
like if you don't want to tell me anything, then go away. I don't want to give you anything. I forget. I felt bad because I was like, Danny, I did not mean the personal attacks thing. I get too comfortable. We play with people that we know very well very often. It was a joke about the floater.
All you said was personal attacks. It's not like you said like a he.
No, I
is a
know, but I
bad
like to be a
person,
nice
like, personal
person.
attack.
And I was just talking about the floater thing. That's all my bad. Oh, my mic is like so far away. I didn't realize that until now. Oops. Let me fix that, I guess. Am I much louder now?
Not much louder, but like a little.
Okay, well, there we go.
That's great.
Bleh.
No, and see, no one wants to talk to me. No one's requesting to talk to me. They
Yeah,
they
no.
all know. They probably all
Let me
fucking
know if it is so
it was
much
me,
louder that
I'm
I
the
should
thing,
adjust their
you're
volume.
muted now, Scally. I don't know.
Sorry, no, I was asking chat if I should adjust volume. I was still listening to you.
Oh, got it. Yeah, they know. They know
it's
exactly
over.
what's going on. They don't believe me that I said when I said I was Oracle. They know what's going on. They don't want to talk. They've already figured it out, and so
Yep.
they don't want to talk to us. It's like when like Liana and Christian and Taryn have it figured out,
Yep.
and then it's like, oh, no point trying to talk to
Right
anyone.
now, it's just like, does Naomi get voted out before me? And that's like it.
And that would be fun.
Yeah.
That's a fun thing. What do people think she is?
I don't think people think she's anything. There was just obviously she got nominated. And also, whoa, sorry. She, John was in the room and I was like, okay, then leave or whatever. And he was like, that was weird. And I was like, yeah. But I don't think it will happen.
Fishy in side chat with me said that like there is technically could be a world where Taryn and Fishback are bad together, so like maybe they'll take that and run with it. I don't think they will. I think they probably just said that to distract me. Not that I could do anything as a deceased.
I'm just not even gonna say anything. I'll save it for now. But yeah, whatever.
We're like, well, I'll never make a joke again.
Whatever.
I guess I won't even talk ever.
So, oh well. I don't know. Bye.
Bye.
I love that we have like the like little bitter room. I'm not bitter.
Dwight just sneezed right into his microphone. While he was still in the room.
Not his face.
Okay. Sorry.
Fishback.
Kristen.
Ain't alive. Put it on the block. Feel free to discuss if you want.
Can we get a recount real quick on the Taryn Scally info from last night?
Yeah, the town crier info would be useful.
I got a yes.
Yes.
Aaron, you said you got a no.
Do you know who nominated Scally?
No, I did not keep track because everyone has not really
interesting.
spoken to me, so I've kind of just been like, all right, if we lose, that's their fault, not mine.
Okay. Well, it was John, Mora, Fishback, Fishy, all nominated. I got a no. None of them are minions.
John.
Did I nominate? I don't think I nominated that last night.
Did you
I?
not nominate?
I don't have Fishback.
Oh wow! So suddenly the information is
Yeah.
wrong. That's crazy.
And you got a no, which that is interesting.
Wait,
Yeah,
Fishback
that is
really not
interesting.
nominated? Okay, that actually opens up some worlds.
John Moore.
That was very sus. I have to say.
No.
But also Steven wouldn't. If I'm Steven and I nominated and I was getting Town Crier node on nominating, I don't tell everybody. By the way, I didn't actually nominate, so I would just say that.
I was gonna ask who Fishback was.
All right. I'm just gonna say it. I have a problem here, which is that my info on the second night does not seem to be correct. And there's only a couple of ways that can happen. And I did believe that my info was correct night one. So it is possible that Kristen is a Vig killed minion. Kirsten. So sorry, girl.
For the record, it's Kirsten.
Kirsten.
It's Kirsten and Kirsten are both acceptable. They're spelled the same, and Kirsten's probably correct, and my parents were wrong.
Fishy, I have an outsider claim that I trust, so I think Vid killed minion is unlikely. I could be wrong. It could be a lie, obviously. But
Well, then you're the Nodashi. like I just,
I'm gonna argue
how
against
is
that
my
world.
how
Yeah.
is my info wrong?
Is it? Couldn't it be a voice? Well, okay. So
What's
if,
your wrong info? Wait, Fishy, what's your wrong info? I think that's the best thing is like right
Yeah,
now.
I mean, whatever. I am the philosopher. I went dreamer. Night 2, I dreamt Mora as either the barber or the Fangu. If
Right, can't
Mora
be the
was the
Fangu.
barber, I don't know why they wouldn't say it at this point. If there were the I guess. Oh wait, they
Well,
could have
Fangu because of the
actually been
twins.
the
We still have the
Fangu,
twins.
and
We
the
can-
game is continuing because of the twins.
Well, but do we need to
I'm the
have
flower
had a
girl.
second outsider though? If there's a Fangu, there has to be a second outsider. I think at this point, like if you are an outside, well, I don't know. Jesus, is it worth?
Yeah. Wait, it
claiming?
might be correct, and we're still going because of the twin situation.
But if it's a Fangu and
'Cause no
there
one
have
died
to be
last
2 outsiders.
I didn't even register that no one died last night.
Oh, of course, of course, we killed the demon.
Wait, nobody died last night.
I'm the flower girl.
So okay, empath in your seat would get a 0. So for the savant info,
See how this goes. I'll let them talk
Yep,
themselves
so
in
the
circle
savant
for a minute,
information is
and
the
then
demon chose a dead
I'm
player
not gonna
to
fight.
die, which could be false because the demon died last night. Meaning the true information is the empath in your seat would get a 0, because I am not the savant. That information is true. The empath in your seat gets you a 0, so nobody is a.
okay, so let's say the Ceranos did not make mad one of their outsiders. That would mean the outsider number has been. Wait, is there a second outsider? We need a second.
Here's the only thing, John K. I think right now you are the only person under a little bit of fire. / It's interesting. Some of I've heard kind of a lack of information, and I think there's some suspicion on you. And so,
Manny, are you the savant?
no, I'm not.
Is it you, Day?
I don't want to out.
I mean, at this point, some of this information is really important to know who it's
Yes.
coming from.
So I am
Because
the savant.
And if the demon's dead, what's the difference?
Okay, interesting.
Well,
But a lot of players
the
already know.
savant
the game,
information
so-
is specifically saying that the demon is not dead.
well, no. Well, one of the pieces
But
of
one of
information. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Well, now that it's not coming from Danny, it's different.
I like the
That's why it was
second part. What was the second part of that savant info? I didn't hear it.
Empath in your seat would get a 0, which would
And
be
when did that come? Like, what did that come after or before the night?
After Mora was dead.
After the night.
Okay.
John,
So
it's helpful. John's information, if he's actually the role that he claimed at the beginning of the game, is actually helpful to discerning some of this stuff.
Yeah,
that's
0,
going on.
0, 0. Actually, last night I got a and not a 0. Just like that.
Fishy, who did you get
Hey,
last
that's
night?
Good to know.
I did John K and I got Math or Sarah Novus. Nobody. Yeah.
But so then, if it is a Fangu game, who is the other outsider? We have one outsider. Who's the other outsider?
Wait, y'all, John said he got 0s. If he actually is the mathematician, that means everybody's abilities worked every single round correctly.
Yeah.
Danny, you're the only blank on my Grim.
At night.
I think it's safe to assume that Danny might.
I'm the sage. I'll just name it. I like.
Kirsten could have been Mora could have been a starting barber, and Kirsten could have jumped to Mora.
Nope.
No, I'm the Oracle.
Did you tell anybody you were Oracle before? I mean, at any point?
I didn't specifically claim it, but I said that I was an information gathering role who hadn't yet gotten any information because I wasn't sure how much to share. Well, now I obviously wish I shared more because I just died immediately and was useless anyway.
Did you find anything out that night?
Am I hearing any
No,
nominations?
because I
Yeah, me
died.
too. It's also like, well, it wasn't passed to, so
I
it doesn't
nominate
matter.
Fishy.
Danny nominates Fishy. Tell me why.
So John K, if he is the mathematician, and Fishy claiming that she used the power, John K has gotten 0s every single day, meaning nobody's thing worked abnormally.
No, Fishy rescinded that. She said that
Well,
that if Mora was the
yeah,
demon.
But I will say the Ceranovus, one of our informations is that Sam's neighbors potentially was the Ceranovus. I don't think it's you, Fishback, so I think it's Fishy who is claiming this role, and Fishy is actually Ceranovus.
But just to be clear, like the info is Ceranovus made mad one of their neighbors, so Naomi could still be the
That's,
Ceranovus.
okay, this accusation.
But it was for night 2, not night 1.
Wait,
Yep.
Fishy, your defense.
My defense is that I think that with all the information on the board, the world that makes the most sense right now, Mora was the starting barber. That's why I saw them as the barber, because Dwight assumed they'd continue to claim that. Kirsten was a Fangu who jumped to Mora. No, Naomi would then be the other outsider. That puts the outsider count correct. It means my info is correct. It means John K's info is correct. That's the world I'm in right now. However, the world in which that's not the correct world, I'm getting bad info. So if you want to go to sleep and see if anyone dies tonight, this is fine.
I just have one question. Is there any valid reason that a demon would want to kill a dead player? Like Dwight said
Yes, to make us think that we got the Fangu and that this is going on because of the evil twin, or to simulate a pit hag demon change. So again, if my world is correct, we will go to sleep and nobody will die and it'll be fine and we can figure out the evil tween thing together. So
Okay. Anything else before I run this over Fishy?
Should we kill somebody though, just in case it's a Vortox game?
Yeah, but we can always
I'm
kill a dead
happy to
body.
kill you, Danny.
I'm this. No,
I like fishback. I like fishbacks.
Okay, I'm gonna run this vote. It takes 4.
Is Kirsten using
Dead vote? Dead
there?
vote?
I haven't got to vote all day. I just want to vote.
Okay, I'm
me
I'm
live.
definitely starting to believe Fishy's theory. Actually,
I don't.
But then who
I'm
got
just
swapped?
worried.
Who got barber swapped?
Do we take out
Okay.
Scally
No,
then?
you're not. Someone just nominate if you want to.
I'm gonna nominate Danny.
Tell me why.
I don't trust him. He tried to push on one of the evil twin players right away, which is suspicious to me. He has talked about going on the evil twin multiple times, and he outed himself as Sage. So at the worst case, he's a Sage who's never gonna die in the night.
Danny, your defense.
Okay, two things.
I will
One, I was right about the evil twin. Scally has clearly the evil twin, and we're in a world right now where we should take out one of the evil twins. And so for me, I'm
Yeah.
like, why should we not just be voting for Scally right here? The other thing is there are multiple people in here who can confirm that I am good. I have all the information from the blue team, and different people should have died at night if I actually am bad, because the kills that have happened with the information I had would not have gone the way that they've gone.
All right. Anything else present before I run this vote for Danny? 4 to tie, 5 to 2. Danny's had Fishy running it.
I will not let it tie. I will drop my hand if it's going to tie, but I do think this is a better execution.
3's not enough. Steven?
I think we are at the point where we're not going to get any more information that clarifies whether it's a Vortox game or not. So either it's a Vortox game and Taryn is the evil twin,
Steven,
or
I'm
it's
gonna
not.
ask, is this nomination or not?
This is a nomination, but I'm making the. Sorry. Okay. I'll nominate Scally. This is a nomination for Scally.
Okay.
So like I said, like if it is, so my juggler info, assuming it was not poisoned by a Nodashi sitting next to me, which is obviously, questionable. If Naomi's a Nodashi, it's poisoned info. My juggler info was that I juggled myself as artist and Taryn as the evil twin. I got 0. So if we're debating between Vortox and then that info was wrong versus Fangu, we might as well kill Scally, and I don't know if we will get any further information to clarify this unless we kill Naomi, and she does.
Steven,
Scally, your defense.
I feel like everyone didn't trust me immediately and then barely talked to me, so I'm fine with good losing because of that.
Steven, I would say let's consider that the information that can point to what I think Fishy is the Cerenovus. I think Taryn pushing the idea that clearing John, Mora, and Fishy all in one go, we have reason to believe that Mora is already the potential demon.
Bobby, it's
Also
fine. It's a game. I don't
Fishy
care.
in that thing.
But I appreciate it. It's a game. I don't like. It was not a fun game to play,
Taryn,
but like it's a game. I
John, Mora, and
don't
Fishy are
have
the ones
any
that
negative
haven't come out
feelings
yet, right?
towards
But
anybody
Taryn is
here.
clearing them with his alleged
as minions.
I move on.
Right, as minions, but I think Fishy is the Cerenovus.
Yep.
And you originally included Steven in your clear. And we have every reason to believe that one of them is the Cerenovus. And so if you are giving bad town crier information that can be disproved by the Cerenovus stuff, that would point to you being the evil twin.
Alright, anything else pertinent before I run this vote for
If anybody is
Scally?
Sarah Novus mad right now, it would be super helpful to break it because I think Sam was a Sarah Novus. Fishback was Sarah Novus day one. That's why the Sarah made someone mad next to them. Sam claimed Sarah mad day two.
You would, and
Okay.
you would know if somebody was Sarah Novus.
You
mad.
two, is this about Scally's execution? Sounds like it's not. So I'm gonna run this vote.
I mean,
Running it.
Is anybody else voting for this?
Good's going to lose. Good's gonna lose.
Sally's not going to actually vote for this.
No, Sally's
Wait,
not going to vote.
Naomi,
Oh no,
you're
I'm
not-
actually
why not?
voting for
We
this.
should.
I
Alright.
don't want to tie. I'm not. Let me die.
3 votes is not enough.
I was always
Oh,
voting for
yeah.
it.
Right, and the
I don't mind losing.
With that,
Somebody
Fishy.
nominate Taryn then.
Well, no.
No,
Nice.
absolutely.
Well, then why didn't you just vote me out if it's so scary for
Good
Taryn?
night.
That
Good
makes
night.
no sense.
Why are we
Why are we
not
not
voting out
nominating-
Scally? Wait, Naomi and Uday and John, like,
So-
why did y'all not want to vote out Scally?
Because what if Scally is? What if we still have a demon alive?
Okay.
I thought there was a risk of it getting.
Does
tied,
that matter?
so I also put in a.
If I'm so
Yes, it
obviously evil, does it matter that the demon's alive?
I'm not sold that you're evil.
Yeah, I want to give some credibility to Sam and then assess it from there. But Danny, I think we really need to talk. Actually.
Okay, let's do it.
Please kill
How
me.
I saw it is that.
It's
I
funny
think
that
Sam
playing
has no
like
way of
this is the
knowing
only
that,
way I can get them
why
to
they
second
did
guess
that,
it.
You know, Serenova has made their neighbor mad, so I don't know why.
Because
you
if
would
I
lie about
try, then they're going to
about-
think that I am evil
It
trying.
made sense to me that one of his neighbor is.
But if I do this, there's a chance that someone thinks I'm frustrated town.
Every time Danny types, I just want to say, like, I'm not reading all that. Sorry that happened.
Oh. It's very funny.
It's really not even that much text, I'm telling you.
I believe you. I believe you 100%.
I think
But it can't be a Fangu game where also Sam is the Sarah Novus.
here's the thing. I think both pieces
Let's make him doubt it.
of night one information, the savant night one information.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking at too. Oh no.
But here's the thing, Fishback. If you believe that me, you, and Sam are all good, right?
I don't necessarily believe Sam is good.
Right. Then the first one, you can't believe Naomi or Kirsten, right? Well, that's why I was asking if it says three,
Oh.
does it mean three, just three? Or the line could be longer?
Freetown, right.
It's probably 3.
Exactly 3, right?
That's
that would.
what I assumed.
Well, yeah. Well, then who are the 3? Right. And town is not outsiders, right? Is town outsiders? Does town include
Town
outsiders?
does not include outsiders.
No.
Not outsiders. That's
So I feel like, right, that
No,
information.
so we have town crier, mathematician, and savant seated next to each other.
I like what you're saying.
If you believe, yeah,
But then Danny's also there as a sage. I don't know.
I mean, I do not believe that Danny is good.
I have my suspicions.
I mean, there are worlds in
You
which
would
you're
be
good,
wrong.
Sally. I'm not totally willing to close.
No, I know. I was just messaging Danny what I suspect.
That is a decent defense.
I mean, if
That would be wild.
so like Sam being the Sarah Novus makes the most sense because like why would you make I mean, there is reason to make a dead player mad, but like the more likely scenario is that Sam just was sort of kind of like perpetuating the Sarah Novus thing by
That is
pretending
what-
that he was mad.
I believe, and then the
And then-
second piece of information of the savant information seems intentionally designed to make us trust Sam, right?
But then the outsider number, then it's not a Fangu game, and Moore was not the barber who died. So like, then explain that. Like that's then both of those things are true, which is not possible.
Well, then it's not a Fangu game in that world. Then I am getting bad information, and Kirsten is a Vig Hilt minion.
It's also possible that Uday is just not the savant.
That is also true.
No, I'm Sawan.
Yeah.
I told this to 4 or 5 players in the first round itself with some hints that I think they could guess it.
Well, I mean,
There's
just because you
also
told a lot of
worlds-
people.
The other possibility, and I'm just gonna name this, is that it could be Terran and Fishback, with
Yes.
Fishback potentially being the Nodashi poison
Yep.
neighbors, giving incorrect information the entire time, and it does work out with all of the things.
In that world, are you thinking that Sam is also evil?
No, he would have been poisoned around.
So then,
that.
No.
then neither Naomi nor Sam has had any information. So that there's no-
Naomi is not a townsfolk, so if you were the Nodashi, you would not be poisoning Naomi. You would be poisoning
Yeah.
Mora and me. And Sam would still have to be evil in that world for
Well,
me.
wouldn't the poison show up with John K's info? Like,
And also,
wouldn't-
Mora claimed that they got a yes on
John K.
the
minion.
demon voting when Fishback did vote.
But
Yeah,
that
but
would
poisoned info doesn't always have to be wrong. Like when everybody except
True.
2 people votes, odds are
Yeah.
you're going to get a yes.
I'm a
in
little
the
sus of the
world
fact that
where it's Fishback and Terran, I
I'm
think
just,
John
I'm
K. has
just
to be
giving
the third.
out another possibility.
Right. Oh, I think next night we need to go. Everybody masks off, right? We need to do a real roll call.
I think so. Other than Danny, John K also knew that I was Sawan. When Danny was revealing my information, we exchanged some messages and he kind of guessed it. So
Do we know who nominated this day?
also, on
I wish
the
I kept
night,
track and just
first
would
day I
play.
talked to Danny and I kind of hinted to him that I was a hero.
I mean, it
Might have
could be.
also-
It could be a Vortex world too. I mean, it could be.
Well, if you got Juggler Serenovus from me night 1, it is not a Vortox world.
Well, in that world, you're the Vortox Fishback.
Well, you couldn't. Then no, because you would not get Vortox from me if I was the Vortox.
Also,
Right, and I
Steven
didn't
taking
get
his
Vortox.
hand down
Oh, I'm
when
sorry, so what
he's
do you mean?
evil
So
on
you got
me makes no
Juggler-
sense,
Serenovus,
but I'm not going
Serenovus.
to bring that up.
Juggler Serenovus. I was acting as though I was representing artist, so you'd have to know that I was like both pretending to be Saromad, that I was the artist, and
Well,
was
you
actually
could've-
the juggler.
You could have
And
given me a demon bluff, and when I told you I didn't believe that one, you backed into it.
Good morning, everybody. No one died tonight.
okay, I mean, like, let's go masks off because nobody's dying. I think Danny
Yeah.
and Naomi, it's time for you guys to clear this mess up.
Yeah, I'm the sage. I'm not an outsider. I was trying to be really sneaky and cool and not reveal my role so that I would get killed, and it didn't work. So, that's the tea.
And I am your actual outsider. I am your sweetheart, meaning my whole goal was never to die because it would make one of you drunk. And so we swapped roles day 1 immediately, and
Yeah.
I've been trying to get Naomi killed at night by the
So Mora is the demon, and the question is,
No.
Uday,
no, who said no?
Can you go get your
I did.
savant info?
Who's I? I'm sorry,
I'm
I'm having
just
trouble.
doing that.
Mora.
I just.
Oh, okay, sorry. Reasonable.
Farron, did you get a no?
I got another no, yeah.
And nobody's pretending to be Vortox. Nobody's Saromad, right? Since
Who
yesterday.
nominated Karen?
Scally, did you get a yes
It
or
was.
no?
I
this
got
time
another
it was
yes.
Fishback.
Sam,
It was
let's
fishy
talk
and it
in
was
town. This
skinny.
is no more lies.
I didn't keep track,
You were
unfortunately,
ripping
though. I
off.
did kind of check
I've been
out.
trying
All
to
right,
say
wait,
the
I
same
want to hear what
thing.
Taryn said. Fishback, fishy, and who?
Danny.
Taryn,
For
you
what?
got it what?
I got a no.
Okay.
There's,
I got a yes.
There's also a world where the demon is just sinking kills to force this
Yeah.
one issue.
It is
Because
possible.
I have done that
Uday,
before.
I would love to hear what you have to say.
So Dwight told me either Taryn is the evil twin or Skyly is the evil.
You bitch!
Does that mean it's
go
not
to
Vortex?
hell.
Oh, but that's
More
actually
classic Dwight than that.
that is good info because we
Well, that
know you're
confirms it's
not
not
both
Vortox.
bad.
Was anybody
Vortox?
Saromad yesterday?
Yeah, was anyone Saromad yesterday?
Sam?
Okay, so I think we can say
I was
Sam
mad
was
though,
Saromad.
Saromad.
No, I think Sam was
Sarenovus, yeah.
Yeah.
Why can you say that?
Who is the second? If Taryn is the good twin,
Why can't it be?
But if Sam was the
yeah.
Cerenovus and
Sam,
he made me
Scally,
mad,
and
then
Mora.
the outsider number did not increase, which means it can't be a Fangu game.
And I potentially
Correct.
was the only outsider, unless it was Mara as well as Barber. So, but I think in all worlds, the demon is dead, and it's one of Scally and Taryn, and we just need to vote one of them out. And I think we should vote out Scally.
So if it's not Fangu, how am I the demon?
Yeah, that makes me nervous.
Wait, could you not have
I
been the
think it is
starting demon?
Fangu. I think it is Fangu.
I was dreamed as either the Fangu or the Barber.
Well,
So if
you
it's
could
not-
be the Vortox in that world.
I don't think I
No, I
would be
don't-
shown
We
as
know
a
it's-
demon if I were the Vortox.
Isn't it definitely not a Vortox because of the information given to Uday last night?
The savant information.
Oh, that's a really good point. It's definitely not a Vortox game. Well, that means you're the evil twin,
The savant information.
if we believe Uday.
Well, I don't believe you.
Full of this bigger bluff with so much information.
Fishy?
The way that the savant information is worded on day 2 is very interesting to me because the outsider number has changed or increased.
Oh, good call.
It's like a weird way to word it. A lot of times people say the
Changed.
outsider count has been modified. That means that it was changed before the game started. So to say has changed or increased makes me think
Wow, good call.
specifically
Wait,
worded it that way.
Uday has information. Uday couldn't remember this. He said it was rather changed or increased, and he couldn't remember what Dwight actually told him.
But either way, changed or increased makes me think that that's worded in a way to mean that it happened during the game versus before the game. So I
That was
don't
my original
think
interpretation of that.
That's what I got as well when Dwight first told me that it meant it changed during the game. I don't remember the exact phrases.
That's
but
great.
That's
So
what I
that's so smart. That's so smart, Fishy. Great.
That implies that
it just makes me nervous because in the
the
world
three
where
that-
it's not a Fangu, it has to be Fishback and Taryn together.
Well, I'm not, so then it has to be.
But doesn't it
Scally,
have
right?
to be a Fangu if that but okay, there were two different ones.
It could be a Nodashi.
I messaged Danny last night. I said, if you're evil, good game, because this is not at all. That I had gotten yeses, which were consistent with Fishback being a minion as well, protecting Taryn. I do think that the demon is dead, but I think that they are the two minions.
Sammy has up.
Sam, what's on your mind?
Scally, what'd you get yesterday?
Why are we ruling out the idea that Fishy could still be the Cerenovus and Fishy and an evil player that was Cerenovus is not coming forward as Cerenovus to protect a Cerenovus?
But so
I was
Fishy
just-
didn't make anyone Cerenovus mad the night that after you died, the day after
They
you
could
died?
have, and that person is just not saying anything.
If I was the Cerenovus, I would 1000% be voting with the town on one of the evil twin pairs.
And I've been on. What do you mean? On one of the evil twins? You've been pushing on the evil twin.
No, I've been not pushing on the evil twins.
You've
'Cause I'm
been
not-
going to bat for Taryn and pushing on Scally.
Have I? I just told Taryn in the world where where we're not still
Well,
going.
now you're considering that, but
John,
I mean,
what'd you get?
Taryn vouched for you blindly.
Okay.
And I was on Mora. Before Mora died. I whispered that to Fishback, and there's only two people that I told early in day 1 that I was going to be that I was bluffing as seamstress, Fishback and Fishy, because I claimed to have seamstress the two of you. So it would have made a lot of sense I told both of you that I was going to be the seamstress, and that I seamstress the two of you, and then Fishback outed that information as you two being on the same side. So one of you two would have made a lot of sense, and I'm inclined to trust Fishback more, would have known that I was claiming seamstress instead of artist and known to Cerenovus me into a seamstress.
Hey Dwight, what are the one-time use roles in the game?
Pardon?
What are the
Philosopher,
what?
seamstress, artist.
Yeah, I want Dwight's perspective on it.
Yeah, philo, artist, seamstress. That's what I.
And so not Sage. That's not a one-time use role.
That's not how I. No, I don't.
Okay. All right. Thanks. Okay.
Kirsten and
all right.
John
just-
just
Artist?
there.
I said artist.
Oh, you said artist. Okay.
Philo,
all right.
the ones that say they only say once per game. So, philo, seamstress, artist.
But I don't see a world where it's not Scally then, right? I mean, like,
The world in which it is you.
that's right.
Steven, what is the world where, why can't it be what I've been messaging you in Mora, Fishy, Taryn?
Mora, and so what demon is Mora?
Mora is a Fengu.
But then why? Because my information clears Terran.
How? What is your information?
I got juggler information that I got a 0 when I juggled
So
myself.
So then what if Mora's Vortox in that world?
I mean, yeah, that's the world that I was worried about. Except if we believe that Uday is the savant and Uday just got Terran is the evil twin, Scally is the evil twin, that is impossible in a Vortox world.
Except
Well,
if you think I'm the Vortox, I'm dead. So townsfolk.
Oh yeah.
Vortox
Oh,
anymore.
fuck. Oh, that's a really
That's
good
what I'm
point.
saying. The Vortox is dead, so Uday gets good information finally.
Yeah, that's a world.
Honda,
I mean,
if it
it's like
involves
we
a
have to choose
condiment,
between these two
no.
worlds, and
What's up?
I just have to believe one of them. I mean, Mora's 3 for 3 that they gave me, Flower Girl was not in there. You know, I mean, people lie all the time, but
I lie. I'm a known liar. I have a reputation.
I am not a known liar.
I just believe Fish. I believe Fishy's trying to solve. I believe Scally is the evil twin. I could be wrong.
How dare you, Honda?
I think you are the
How dare
Serenovus.
you?
Okay. Terran.
Sam.
I'm not happy with. I am not happy with you. I'm not happy
With
with
me?
You.
Hey, you lie to me? You lie to me and you're not happy with me?
You marinated me since day one, Terran. I feel targeted, Terran.
All right.
Hello. 7 of you alive. What's on the block? Feel free to.
Hey, let's just go for another day of Savant info. Let's kill nobody, or let's kill a dead body and get one more day of Savant info.
I mean, we can kill.
I'm gonna nominate Scally. I
Why?
think the fun of this right here is the game ends right here, or it doesn't. And I think we've been talking in circles. There's no more information that we're going to get, so might as well end the game. And
yeah, even if we lose,
it's fun. Even if we lose, good game, Tam.
Even if we lose, we can play another game and not be in this game anymore.
Callie, your defense.
Good game, Taryn and Steven.
It's not Steven. It's Mora Fishy Terran.
Well, if I'm wrong.
That's been the whole time.
No,
But-
it's either you.
Mora's a Vortox. Terran is the evil twin. Fishy's the Serenovus.
Sam, if you want to vote with us, you can. You can use your dead vote if you want to.
I mean, if all of you vote, I'd happily jump on Danny. But
Join us in
Survivor-
all losing together, or you want to be in the
Yeah.
majority, right?
Yeah, we're gonna enter Valhalla
Right.
together. It's been awesome.
Right, I'm gonna run this vote. It takes 4 to put on the block. Running it.
just in case some of you want to pull it down and we can win.
The only thing that strikes me about Terran is him getting it wrong that I nominated. That's a very weird mistake.
Yeah.
Whatever.
To be fair,
Yeah,
I had
you're
about 4 tokens on you at that point between seamstress, nominated, like the 2 different roles you had claimed at one point.
We're not going to beat 8.
Well, you theoretically could, but I think it's unlikely. So with that, I'll go and push the execution of Scally, who does die.
Oh no.
And the game does end.
Oh my god,
As you
not
killed one of the twins.
sarcastic. Oh no.
what a nightmare.
Good team is won.
Yeah.
Yes.
Sorry,
All right.
Please.
So this game started with where. Okay, first of all, Fishy, your philosopher who went Dreamer, decided to pick people at like the best possible times for the good team. So thanks for that.
Cool.
Picked Steven, your juggler, on the first night when Steven was made Serenovus mad by Sam, your Serenovus. So on the first night, I had to show Fishy the truth about Steven's role. And then on the second night, Fishy happened to pick Mara, the starting barber who got turned to the Fangu by cursing your starting Fangu. And it was like I took a gamble between do I give Mara's role, or do I give the one last demon bluff? I'm not sure which one they're gonna go. I gambled on the outsider. Wrong gamble. Scally was your evil twin who saw Terran, a town crier. One thing I will say though, just for reference, don't message before day 1, please. Just that is a thing. Just don't do that. Danny B was your sweetheart. John K was your mathematician who got zeros all game. Uday was your savant, who I did give useless savant info to on the last day because y'all are not getting anything helpful after the demon's dead. Hell no. And Naomi is your sage, who did not die.
Dwight, it was super useful because as Scally, the evil twin, clarified, it eliminated the Vortox world.
Yeah, but let's be real. At that point, it was kind of like so
I
clear.
had-
It was close.
The game was cooked.
Yeah.
Have any of you ever read A Series of Unfortunate Events? I just lived it.
Yeah. Like I was trying to figure out what I could do to, like, I spent the night being like, how can I use Savant to frame Terran? Because if they're gonna keep Savant alive, I will frame Terran with this. And then instantly, you guys out the sweetheart. I'm like, well, there goes my answer for the day. So I'm like, okay. So I was gonna use the outsider stuff to frame Terran somehow. Because yeah, if you're gonna stall the game, I will continuously help the evil team with Savant. Absolutely.
That's reasonable.
Hey, I tried to kill him every round.
Scally?
Yeah.
No, just to say that I was going to self-nominate like 3 nights ago. I was like, because it's immediate. It was so clear that everyone immediately dismissed that I could be good. So I was like, in a large percentage, not every single person, but in a very large percentage, it was like I started talking and everyone left the room, and then I would go into rooms and everyone would be like, no, I actually don't trust anything, so I'm not going to share any information while you're in here. I was like, okay, well then I just
Scally,
won't.
it happened so fast that I was like, oh no, this is bad for me in future games. I
Yeah.
don't want people to trust me so much.
So it was just like, it was very, very clear, and that's where I was like, okay, and no, I don't have any negative feelings at all. Like, it's a game. But then I was like, I'm messaging Kirsten, I called Dwight, and I was like, I'm gonna self-nominate. But then me and Kirsten were like, but Sam's like really cooking. Maybe we should just let this happen for a little bit. Because if not for Sam, I was like, I'm ending the game 3 days ago.
I needed one of my evil teammates to say they got Sarah Novus to give any credibility.
I debated it at one point early, but it was
No,
just
but I
like, if
haven't
I do, it makes it
seen-
worse.
So
Yeah.
if any of them
I
did it,
I was like, should I be saying that I am or should I not? And then I like debated it too long. Where if I had then said it, it would have been so.
Yeah,
sus.
I was gonna do it the night after you died, but I was like, if I do it, there's so much sus on me, it immediately looks worse.
It'd be a very funny thing to do to Sarah Novus, one of the twins.
Yeah.
It's a hard sell because like Sarah Novus a twin is like a gamble because sometimes you won't do that at all.
Yeah.
Because it looks like you're back with that Sarah Novus. But also on the flip side, you could do that and it makes it look like a bluff.
Yep.
So it's
Mara, what do you? I'm curious what you have to say.
Yeah. So first, I've never been Fangu Jump 2 before, so that was an experience. Second, I went to Kirsten immediately after we woke up on day 2. And I asked who the team was, and I found out it's Sam and Scally, and I'm like, oh, so we're fucked.
It was just over.
But if passing to you, best case scenario,
Yes.
like give it to a competent player. Like thank God.
Bold of you to assume I'm competent after I got executed
No,
immediately.
no.
Compared to me?
if you didn't get Dreamer picked that day, genuinely, like it's fine.
Yeah.
That's the
Just,
thing
I find
is-
out your townsfolk bluff, and then you're set for the rest of the game at that point.
Yeah, I didn't want to keep with Barber because people would start building worlds where I was Fangu Gum too, especially since I was dreamed as the Fangu. Also.
Because to me, you had been like, oh, one of your options was juggler, and then you juggled specifically that I was the evil twin. And I was like, Kirsten, the game is over. Like, it is over.
I was trying to get jump to. That was part of this big lovely to get jump to.
I think Sam just got unlucky too because he didn't know the role, so claiming seamstress, he didn't know it was a once per game ability.
From what I read in chat, Sam, were you saying you would use it already, or were you saying you were going to use it? I'm not sure if I read that.
I was. Which one?
See, I thought you said earlier. You said you were thinking about using it.
I said I had used seamstress and I was thinking about using artist, but I was saying I'd use seamstress under Sarah Novus.
Gotcha. Okay. Cool. Gotcha. Cause night one, I was like, oh, he's fine. He's gonna say use it later. I was like, wait, no. He said okay. Yeah, I read it incorrectly at first.
Also, I gotta head out. This was a blast, White. Thank you so much for hosting. Nice to meet all of y'all.
Bye.
Good luck.
Having to work with Fishback the whole game.
No, look at this. Was beautiful. We finally healed our rift. The Fish Alliance is
we didn't
alive.
make an alliance, and then we were forced
I made
to
an
work
alliance.
together all game.
Stephen, very impressive because the entire game I was trying to prey on the distrust that you expressed the fishing pre-game, and I was just trying to do whatever I could to make and did not work at all.
Fish Alliance is there.
I could run a quick TB if people want to, or I can just go. It's up to y'all.
I'm hanging.
I'm good with whatever.
I could.
Yeah, I can do a quick TB if folks are down.
Now, do I know what that means? No, but I'll be here.
Hold on. I lied. TB plus Marionette. Cause that's.
That's better. Better.
Oh, I'm out now. I'm out. I can't do that. I'm
No,
sorry.
you're staying. You're staying. You can't leave.
Oh, it's fun. It's fun. It makes it more fun.
I'm also shuffling where you're sitting, so behold.
Oh, trouble brewing. Okay, I'm locked in now.
There we go.
No, I don't want to be Terrence. I don't want to be Terrence marionette.
You can be mine. It's fine.
Kirsten, hello, my evil neighbor. If you're here and you're not following Kirsten, what the hell are you doing? Go follow Kirsten right now, I swear to God. Or you're, honestly, get out. If you're not following Kirsten, win this for the good people, we will see. Mandy, hello. Surf's up indeed. How's it going, Mandy? See how this goes.
When
hey,
we play sometimes on Thursdays with an Evan Donahoe, who works for Pandemonium, came by, and he was juggler, and correctly I got a juggle 4 of like yes, all 4 were correct. Which was,
W-rate indeed.
Oh, Jesus, that was.
Speaking of
comedy of errors,
TV,
yes. I immediately, when I saw it was Taryn, when I like went with Taryn, I was like, oh, this is fun. And then Taryn like started speaking, I was like, this is not fun. He's too good.
Fishback, can you tell me what was Fishy? She's not here. What was Fishy saying about Fishy? You're here. What were you saying about me? Why was I suspicious? Because I was like, I can't fight these accusations. I don't know what they are.
It wasn't that you were necessarily suspicious. It was that I had dreamed Mara as either the barber or the Fangu, and Mora was like being called out for having not been any of the roles that they claimed.
Evil Twin
and
seems
they were
so
like,
rough.
yeah,
Let's not
I
do
lied.
that again. Luckily,
so
it's not in the
it was believable
script.
to me that Mora
Honestly,
was the barber,
I think it would be
and that's why they were
fun.
acting
No, I
that
don't think
way.
it's
In
ever
that
fun
case,
for me
would
specifically. I, think
rather
it's a
go
fun
for the
role,
other
but I think for me
outsider
specifically,
claim
I'm
rather than go
so
for someone who might be a
sussed.
barber so
Kind of
early
even
in
if
the
I'm
game.
good.
But do you think that killing a sweetheart is better than
Always
killing
blame Joy no matter what?
Yes.
Valid.
I forget
Steven,
what
I,
the play was, and
I
I
also
can't
would
look
like
now.
it on record. I lie as town too. Like it's not only
Yeah.
when I'm an outsider. I'm just a liar.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're in the non-liar lobby.
That's why I was so disappointed when I was an evil twin, because I was like, I really wanted to lie about my role. I can't.
What was I gonna do? Say I'm the barber and then get Fangu jumped to and then killed anyway?
If you had claimed the barber once you died, I would have believed that you were still the barber, and I probably would have gone after
No,
Naomi.
you wouldn't, because nobody was dying.
Well, I didn't actually catch that right away. It wasn't until John K was like, "Why did nobody die?" I was like, "Wait, nobody died? Oh, we're in an evil twin."
Yeah, John K said that, and I was like, "Okay, bye."
Yeah, I was like explaining what happened.
I was so confused about why you were claiming to not be the barber or the Fangu that I was not even thinking about anything else.
Because I didn't want people to think I was the Fangu.
Everyone sees some kind of token, correct?
Right.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Good night.
I get not claiming Fangu.
Sam,
But-
I need help.
Right, but if I claim
Look at Taryn as
barber-
marionette.
I forgot
see.
about the twin situation.
Honestly,
I was like, if Mara
I
was
would
the
rather
Fangu,
just
the game
have
would be over.
Taryn
If
as one
Mara
of
is the
these
barber,
powerful
why
roles.
Are they not saying it?
I feel like it was better for me to try and sell that it was a demon that was not Fangu and you were poisoned or getting bad info than claiming barber.
Yeah. I get it.
Which, I mean, kind of worked for a little bit. Like, you were starting to build no dashy worlds and stuff like that, so...
I mean, I would have been happy to rule out Fishback, but if the game didn't end there, then I would have gone for Scally the next day.
Yeah.
I could only build a world where it was exactly the team it was, or where like Taryn and Fishback were evil together with John K, and then Fishback had to be the demon in that world.
Yeah.
But picking juggler is a bad choice, right?
Hey.
Your minion is Mara.
Great.
Your bluffs are Mayor, Fortune Teller, Raven Keeper.
Mayor and Fortune Teller and Raven Keeper. So fun. Okay.
Yeah.
Bye.
Rolls.
It is interesting playing with a different group of people.
It's, yeah, very, very different in different lobbies.
Because like also
I've never felt so attacked for lying.
You lied in Clock Tower. Monster.
I've never felt so not
What should I
immediately
do?
suspicious.
Mayor... Raven's Keeper?
Like, there's a chance
Well,
I
like, I
might
feel like that's
die
so
right away
bait.
here. That's
What do we think?
wild.
That was super sus how randomly you just say, oh yeah, by the way, I know
Please?
your
What,
role
Zox?
too."
What?
Talked for 3 minutes.
I told you I was so
What do we
focused on
do?
the Mara thing.
Ah,
I mean,
Raven
they
Keeper.
tried to
I'm
kill me
sorry.
right
I'm
away,
sorry.
For what it's worth. I mean, that's pretty rare
Raven
for me also.
Keepers.
Yeah, like Mora being the first person attacked? Crazy.
Well, I mean, I was doing a very obvious juggler
So what,
bluff that
Raven
was
Keeper?
going to clear up who the evil twin was.
True.
What should I do? Because I feel like
So
Fortune
where's,
Teller, it's like, why haven't you died?
Fishbacks?
Yeah.
Can I also say now that when I was pulled into the chat for the evil twin,
Sell a spy
I
world?
wasn't because I had looked at my role and I was like, I don't wake up in the first night, and so then I got a request. I was like,
Support
what's
Raven
happening
Keeper?
here? And then he
Okay.
pulled me in with
Raven's
Scally,
Keeper?
and they didn't say anything at first. Like it was very confusing, and then my like thing reset, and I left the chat, and I thought for sure I had been accidentally pulled into a Scally being given his role kind of situation.
Yeah.
Then they pulled me back in, and I was like, okay.
When Taryn got pulled in, I was like, let's troll. And I was like, why are we here? What is going on?
Oh, you knew already.
Oh, yeah, but I was trolling you.
Oh, okay.
Just be thankful there was no pit hag in that game.
Oh my god.
I was not thankful there was no pit hack in that game.
What does the pit hag do?
They can change a role each night.
Any role?
I would have taken one.
Yeah. So like
It has
if
to be
I
out
was,
of play.
yeah,
So they can make outsiders.
they
or
can
turn,
make
turn, like,
outsiders.
useful roles into outsiders.
They can change the
Oh.
demon type. They can change the minion type. They can.
I've
make-
pit hacked myself into evil townsfolk before.
That's funny.
Like I've
Like,
pit hacked myself into Philo.
If there were a pit hag, like they could have turned Scally out of the evil twin, but
Yep.
Taryn wouldn't have known he was not
Oh,
still
wow.
the good twin, and then Scally could have been like killing people.
Useful.
yeah. Well, I mean, you were useful. You kept the game going.
No, I know.
For another 2 days.
I tease.
Do you get told no if you try to pit hack into a character that's in play?
No, you don't get told. It
you
just
just don't. It
It
just doesn't happen.
Got it.
Yeah, it's weird because I am a pit hag, but not in this case.
Hey, I'm storyteller. I'm dead. What a shame. Solve the game. Okay, bye.
Oh, no.
You don't sound too upset about it, though.
I'll be resurrected by tomorrow, so it's fine.
Hello.
Hey. Do you want the Grim?
Sure.
Fishy's the monk.
Fishy is the monk. Okay.
Uday is recluse.
Uday's recluse. Okay.
Empath for John K.
Okay.
Naomi's the butler. I'm her master.
Ooh, okay.
Sam is the virgin.
Okay.
Taryn is the slayer.
Okay.
And Fishback is the chef.
Okay, and what are you? Oh, I mean, duh.
I'm the
Okay. Do we want to try to tell anyone that they're our marionette?
I mean, that's up to you. I don't like to do that play,
Yeah.
but that's up to you. I'm probably going to bluff Saint, I think, and make it look like a Baron.
Okay, I was gonna say the bluffs that I have are Mayor, Fortune Teller, Raven Keeper.
Yeah.
What do you think?
I mean, I typically like to sell that there's a Baron world when there's not.
Okay.
So, unless you're opposed to that.
No,
I
no, no,
plan
no,
on
no.
bluffing
You go for it. What do you think I should do though? What do you think?
I would probably go Fortune Teller or Raven.
Okay, that's what I'm
Keeper,
thinking. I'm
if
gonna
it were
invite
me.
John in, by the way.
Okay.
Okay. Hey, hey.
Hey, John K.
Hey.
How's
that's
it
me.
going?
Good. I'm a soldier or a Ravens keeper.
Ooh, interesting.
Not the Ravens keeper.
Yes.
Interesting. Okay. Well, I am either the Ravens keeper or the fortune teller.
Did you say Raven keeper or Ravens
I
keeper?
said
Sally?
Ravens to troll.
Ravens
I'm an
keeper.
outsider.
Ooh.
Oh.
Okay.
Not the recluse, I assume.
Not the recluse.
Interesting.
Okay. Only because I've heard of one, so that would be our second outsider.
Well, there we go.
Cool. All right.
All right.
Thanks, guys.
Sounds good.
Thanks.
Bye.
Everyone's chatting, solving the game.
Oh, look at all this solving.
Sam's been in that chat the entire game.
Ooh. Interesting.
Fishy's been in that chat for most of the game too. That is
Scally, Scally!
Oh God. Okay, Naomi.
I was just leaving my chat to go and talk
I was like,
to you.
please, what's up?
So is this a marionette game? Like, or for sure?
Is it? It's on the table unless you have been told you are the marionette or you have been told that someone else is your marionette.
No, nobody would be told. Nobody would be told they have the marionette. No, I'm asking.
No. But
because,
I'm saying
he
like
said that they're
has
putting the
it would be like Sam or John messaging you that you are their marionette.
I see.
Yes.
No, that hasn't happened.
Okay.
I think there are two outsiders in this game.
Okay.
I mean, I know it, but I think I know who they are.
I
and
have
if
heard
anybody
of
else
there
claims-
being two outsiders as well.
Has anyone else claimed outsider to you? Besides-
I will not say whether or not directly, but I have heard of two outsider claims. What are
Okay.
you?
I'm also an outsider.
Ooh, good. Okay.
So somebody's lying.
Interesting.
That's that. I heard two outsiders. And I was like,
Yeah.
wait, how does that?
Interesting.
Okay.
Bye.
Hello.
Hi. Nine of you talk.
I am the chef. I got a chef 0. That could obviously be drunk, poisoned, or marionette info, but do with that what you will.
Steven, nominate me real quick.
I nominate Sam.
I told you,
Okay.
Fishback.
Awesome.
Yeah. Wow.
So that
What was
pretty
that?
heavily
Love
implies that was
that.
good info, right? He could have been poisoned, maybe, but
It could be
Other than
poisoned
that?
info, yeah.
Yeah.
What was the info again, Fishback?
Chef
Chef
Zero.
Zero.
Okay.
That was a super unproductive first day, guys. I was just like coughing the entire time.
I think
Oh,
it was
okay.
extremely productive.
Oh, well, let's whisper.
Hey, who?
Hello. I will kill. I guess I'll kill. Let's kill. Fishy.
Got it. Thank you.
Bye.
I don't know how you play this game without threes.
But y'all lie about your threes. It's
But
like
even
three
a lie
lies.
is information.
I never lie.
yeah, that's part of why I don't like doing the threes at all. It's just like anytime I have done them, it's always been a lie, and I always lie.
It's always a lie, but sometimes the lie
Usually when they're lying, like you can kind of get a sense of like what they're trying to hide.
Yeah. Like if someone tells me, you know, that they're the empath or the Undertaker, and then like later they're like, oh, I was actually the Raven Keeper, like that makes sense to me. If they're like, I was actually the chef, I probably think they're just a minion who didn't have their bluffs yet. Though it is possible they were actually something else.
Sometimes I just like to lie for the sake of lying, so I don't get meted.
Not the
That's
first
fair.
night. So fortune
Exactly.
teller would have had 2 nights already,
I'm
right?
too
Which I
meta-able
don't
on
want to
an
do,
issue.
but I'll say I was
Townsfolk shouldn't lie.
bluffing as because I
But
wanted
townsfolk that might be demons someday in other
He-
games
He's
might want to lie.
joking. He doesn't actually think that. He's
I choose 2
he's
players.
pretending to be Zach Wertenberger.
Good morning, Fishy Perished.
I knew that was gonna happen, and you know what? That never happens in my lobby, so this is super exciting.
Don't worry,
Ooh.
Fishy.
Oh.
Why is that?
Because I'm always
Uday, can we talk for a second?
Sure.
Yeah, let's do this.
Okay. Oh.
Oh,
Hey.
well. Oh, wait.
Who are you with?
That kicked Laura. I was with.
There we go.
There we go. There we go. What's up?
Yeah. So wait. So let's figure. I mean, Maura, did you have something to say?
Yeah, I was just gonna tell you I'm an outsider.
Okay. So you're the. Okay. So now I've heard 3 outsider claims now.
Interesting.
So then we probably
Scally.
have a Baron.
That would imply that.
Yeah.
That would be convenient. So you are. Can you tell us which outsider? Because I've heard 2 specific claims, so we can
Yeah.
see if there's a double claim.
Sure, I'm the Saint.
Okay, it's not a double claim, so that sucks. Okay, so that implies a Baron game. Do we have any other information?
Okay. I'm fortune teller.
Okay.
I had gone Naomi and Uday on the first day and got a yes, and then I went you and Fishy last night and got a no.
Fortune teller. Okay.
So it would be if you were
Naomi
demon,
or Uday.
and with one of you was demon.
And it was
I
me
felt
and-
like
me and
narrowing
Fishy.
you out, narrowing like down more players, and knowing what your role was. I was like, all right, let me just check Fishy specifically. Not that ended up helping.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Okay, so Uday and Naomi, so that would imply no Baron if one of them is the demon, and your information is good. And 2
Fishback's
outsider
calling. Should I let
claims.
in?
Yeah. Sure.
Hello.
Hi. How are you?
Pretty good. How about you?
Good. Good. So, Sam is the most confirmed player, and I'm the second
is
most
true.
confirmed player.
That is true.
Yeah, I mean either you're good or you're the spy, and either way, like
I know what
Steven,
you are.
yeah.
what have you, Steven? What have you heard outsider-wise?
I have heard 2 outsider claims.
I've heard 3 now.
Okay, who's the? So what's? So you've heard of a butler?
Ooh, Fishy's calling. I'm gonna talk to Fishy. I'll be back.
I've heard of a. I've heard of a.
Fishy,
There we
can you
go.
tell us what you were?
I was the monk.
Okay. So there is a butler. That's interesting. Or someone's claiming butler. So either it could be a spy, just like sort of trying to.
Yeah.
Scally, what are you? Or are you sharing?
I have shared with some people, but I'm not sharing fully.
Could you share with me? We could go talk.
I would go
about it.
talk to you since you have died.
Share with Sam. Sam is
I
like
have
the
told
most
Sam.
confirmed town person. Oh, you did tell us. Okay.
Fishy, fishy.
Ah.
Oh my god. Let's. Oh no. Okay.
Eh,
She's not there. It's about to end the game.
I've tried. It kind of works for me though. Can also bluff Ravenkeeper bluffing. That's what I'm planning on. Saying that I was hoping to die. Because yeah.
Oh, sorry.
Hello,
Quite scared me.
7. Boo. 7 alive. What's on the block? Discuss.
Who's an outsider?
That's a good
Let's
question.
hear it.
So I am a recluse. I already told some people.
I'm the Saint.
Yeah. You're the saint. I'm the butler. It was very interesting.
Wait. So we have 3?
It's base 2.
Well-
so
This would
So I think-
either imply that someone's lying, or that it is a Baron game and there's a drunk who doesn't know they're a drunk.
Yeah.
correct.
Okay.
Yeah. But the drunk would not be Fishback, and it would not be Sam. And
Correct.
there are
Why
3 people claiming outsider, so the drunk would have to be me, Taryn, Scally, or John K.
Yes.
That feels too. I mean, that feels a little unlikely in a game with 9 players that we'd have 4 outsiders and.
I mean, it's possible.
Yeah.
mean,
A big
that
setup.
happens.
But you're telling me we have 3 players only in the entire game that have good info, and one of them is me, a virgin, one of them is Steven, a chef. Like that gives us virtually nothing to go off of.
Right.
That feels
That's
pretty
a real
far-fetched.
tough batch.
Yeah.
I feel
no
like
way
Dwight
Dwight would
loves
do
to
that to
troll
us.
us, but fair.
At this point, like to the general public, outside of dead players and claimed outsider roles, it's just me, Scally, and John that don't have like a publicly claimed role.
The Chef
Yes,
Zero
I
is
claim to
very
some.
interesting too. Because
Fishy, are you publicly claiming what you are? Sorry.
I was the monk.
Okay.
Wait, the chef would trigger on the recluse, right?
It could. It does not
could,
have to.
yeah.
Doesn't have to.
And same with spy. If there's a spy, it wouldn't necessarily trigger on the spy.
Yeah, it could, but does not have to.
So I mean, like, yeah.
Chef Zero does feel strange.
Should I just do a thing?
What's that
Could be
thing?
drunk.
I might be drunk anyway.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
I'm gonna Slayer shot Mora.
Terran claimed Slayer. What's your weapon of choice?
Matt Cawthon's Ashandari from Wheel of Time.
You fail.
Why did you choose?
Didn't have a witty
I think it's
response there.
No, I had nothing witty. Anyways,
Because because the Saint is the best claim to not get killed. So if they were in fact a demon claiming an imp claiming
It's
Saint,
true.
they would perish.
nouns are open. But...
Naomi,
Yeah,
who did you
shot
buy?
it Mora because they were claiming Saint, and that's
And
the
I can
best
star
way to-
pass at any
As
point.
far as I'm concerned, to check.
Yeah.
Who did I bottle? I bottled Scally. I forgot.
Well, good to know.
I mean, I don't think Uday is a bad kill here.
Are nominations
How
open?
about
They have been open.
Yeah, I agree with that. I think
I like that.
Yeah, there's a
Okay.
world where they is just Saint
Yes, I would
lose-
like to nominate Uday.
Yeah.
Why?
A recluse could register, could be demon, okay to clear, outsider safe to kill, not the saint, etc.
Uday, your defense.
Mostly etc.
I think it's fine if I die. It's just that I know I'm good. So if we have a better kill, we can save some votes for it. Otherwise, if there's nothing, then I'm okay too.
Right, Daniel's runs vote for
Yeah.
John K.
Or it's wait, the vote is for
The
Uday?
vote's for Uday, not for John K.
Or John
Yeah.
K. Yeah.
Yeah.
I hate to do
Do
this.
you think
to
I
my
should do this
fellow
now, or should I take
outsider.
out John first, or what do you think?
Right. Running it.
I think
Six is enough. This looks nigh unbeatable. I'm just gonna go ahead and say I'm gonna end the day. It's at 6 votes. It's probably not gonna be beaten. With the execution of Uday, who just died. Good night.
Should I do it? I kind of feel like maybe I do it and I pick John K. or something. Hold on.
Callie, we should chat tomorrow. I went to talk to you and you weren't there.
Yeah, I tried calling you and then I never got a answer because we were in a big
didn't
group, and I was like, if
through.
I
Sorry, I stole Fishy. Sorry.
I think I should take myself out. Hold on. So, Ravenskeeper, if you die at night, you're welcome to choose a player. You learn their character.
Naomi, who did you pick day one?
Find a frame. Yeah, that's my concern.
I
Who?
picked
Who?
Mara. I mean, we never got to that point, but
Yeah.
What's up?
Debating if I should star pass.
Yeah, that's always a choice. Have you talked to your minion?
Not today. I
Yeah,
didn't really
but-
become a thing until Terran Slayer shotted, and then I was like, ooh.
Right.
So I'm debating if I should do that now, and then I've been claiming Fortune Teller, thinking I would back in to, good point of John may get. Am I before John or after John today?
What is John?
John
assuming?
is the empath,
Okay. Demon kills before an empath will get it.
so he would get no information if I killed him now.
Correct.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna kill John. Let's do that.
Okay.
Sounds good.
All right.
Bye.
Sounds good. Thank you.
Okay, I'm gonna say. I'm gonna say I went Terran and Naomi and got a yes. How far? How do I get the order again? Orders O. How far down is Fortune Teller? Kind of far down, so I'm gonna wait a minute and then I'll say Terran Naomi, yes. Just want to make sure I don't go too early.
Wow, this feels like a long night.
I'm gonna do it.
Pit hug?
All right.
No, just kidding. No.
Does anyone have any theories about what was going on with Danny Butler's keyboard?
It was just the mic. I mean,
Maybe the mic was
mine's
right
not
next
that
to it.
bad.
Right, was
If I, if I use my webcam mic, you can hear me type all the time.
Yeah.
Crazy keyboard.
Yeah, because very quickly this is going to narrow down. I think I'm going to get voted out today is my problem here. Unless I can get Naomi voted out.
Good morning, all except for John K because he's dead.
Oh, boo.
That's a strange choice, I think.
Yeah, I agree.
That's crazy. Why would they do that?
Hello.
Hi.
Hi.
So
what's
I'm
up?
I'm either good or I'm the spy. So I know what you are. Can you tell me what you are?
Okay, I'm actually the Raven Keeper, but I'm pretending to be the Fortune Teller.
Got it.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Thank you. I'm obviously the dead chef.
Okay, sounds good.
0.
I mean, drunk chef is a very classic Dwight movie.
No,
Hello.
you can't be.
Okay.
You can't be.
So,
what's up?
I have the thing is, I only just hard claimed 2 fish back my actual role. I'm the Raven Keeper. I had been claiming Fortune Teller because I wanted to die, early, and so I was like, let me use a good roll. But yeah, that's it. What were you?
Oh, I was a monk. I said it
Okay.
publicly.
Sorry, I missed that.
No, it's okay. I'm just
my
trying to
bad.
figure out if this Chef Zero thing or what kind of minion we have.
Yeah. So, I'm debating if I still come with the Fortune Teller stuff.
I mean, if you were a fortune teller, would you be outing it publicly anyway?
Probably at this point, with so few people, but
3, 4, 5.
I don't know if it helps. I think it's just going to make things more confusing.
I mean, I think it's likely that we have a spy.
Okay. Interesting. Why is that?
Well, I died right away as the monk.
Fair.
I thought it was
Could we
possibly
bring in
because of
John
light game,
also?
and John K dying is very interesting to me.
I'm going to bring in John if that's cool.
Yeah, I just pinged him.
Okay, sorry.
John, are you outing your situation now?
Well,
that
yeah,
you're
because
dead?
everyone said it was interesting, but I haven't really gotten to talk to you, John, so I don't know what's
Yeah, I
going
haven't
on.
spoken with you, Scally. It's unfortunate.
No.
I am an empath with.
Okay.
I had a 1 all game.
Okay. Makes sense.
Sitting
And
next to me
he
on
was
boss
next to a recluse, so it made sense. But then to die before he gets to read somebody else is interesting, especially when I feel like Sam is a very obvious kill.
Are you sharing any info, Scally?
I'm like,
Mayor?
at what point am I gonna publicly claim? I have been claiming Fortune Teller all game, but not like super
wow.
openly.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you have that info that could be useful? If it's like Mara
Okay.
specifically?
I think
I mean,
I'm not gonna die at this point, which is annoying. I'm actually the Raven Keeper. I was hoping to die, but if there's a spy, then that makes sense of why I am not. So I guess I should tell Sam the truth at this point then as well. I had told him my information.
I'll claim Raven's Keeper.
What'd you say?
And then maybe they'll kill. I'll claim Raven's Keeper.
Okay, that
maybe
works.
They'll kill you.
That works. Bye.
Welcome, 5 of you alive. Talk.
John, what were you? Yeah.
I was the Raven's Keeper.
Oh.
Really?
Did you guess somebody?
I'm gonna hold on to that info.
Why?
Oh.
Why?
Whoa.
Okay,
What?
this is a little strange to me because I thought it was weird that John died in the first place. Quite frankly,
Interesting.
Naomi,
why kill John there?
Well,
John
John was
told me he
claiming
was
to be the
the
empath pretty like
Yeah, that's what he
vigorously.
claimed to me as well. In fact.
Yeah.
Interesting.
But why lie? I guess like there's no reason to put it out there.
Maybe
Correct.
he thought he didn't trust me.
I've heard of another Raven Keeper claim.
Ooh.
Oh, I was Raven's Keeper.
Oh, okay. This is the
He's got more than
apprentice
one.
Raven's Keeper who just has one Raven.
Thank you for clarifying.
Why? So you were lying about being the empath to get killed, presumably.
Yes, presumably.
I mean, are we okay if I start nominations here?
Sure.
Sure.
I'll nominate Naomi.
Why?
Yeah.
I mean, Butler information has been a little, you've been fumbling over that a little bit. 3 outsider
Sure.
claims, and then I have also heard your name pinged twice on a fortune teller.
Naomi,
Okay, interesting. My defense is that I have an explanation for what's been happening. It's not me, it's Taryn, and once this is done, I'm going to nominate Taryn.
Oh boy.
But like you have, maybe make that forthcoming.
Yeah.
can you
Why
take
now?
votes now?
'Cause I need to know which one I should be voting on.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
We're not going to put a case for someone else when Naomi's the one being nominated. So how about we?
Yeah, I'll
Anything
say
else
this.
that-
I understand that, Sam. I haven't heard who the fortune teller is, and I have to assume at this point it's you, Scally. And I would love to know what the other people are within that group. So I appreciate that.
All right, I'm going to run this vote for Naomi.
I mean, we might as well put it on the
2
block,
votes
right?
Put Naomi on the block. We're running it.
Yeah, I think put 3.
I think Taryn is a better fit.
Whoa.
Just 3.
Okay.
Only
Probably
3,
fine.
only 3, only.
3 votes is just enough. Naomi's on the block.
Okay, I nominate Taryn.
Naomi nominates Taryn.
Hi,
So far-
Allie. How's it going?
Yay.
Welcome in.
So I believe that the Saint claim is extremely suspicious. It's a perfect way to essentially not get killed during the day. There's only 2 logical options, right? There's either a Baron game or one of the people are
Hi,
lying.
Queen.
Uday was happy to be killed. I'm happy to be killed in the day. So I think that Mara is bad, and to validate their badness, Taryn shot them to say, oh, they're not the imp, so it doesn't matter. Which to me, a perfect Slayer bluff, because Taryn is the imp.
Taryn, your defense.
I'm not the imp. The reason I decided to take the Slayer shot was because 3 outsider claims came out, which made the odds of me being drunk a bit higher, and so I figured it wasn't worth waiting anymore. I did talk to Steven about potentially taking the shot earlier in the round after he told me that Mora claimed Saint, and I figured shooting that the Saint was the best play.
All right. Anything else pertinent if I run this vote for Taryn? Right, it takes 3 votes to put Taryn on the block, 4 to shoot Taryn saying Naomi. We're running it.
I don't want it to die.
We should not be dead voting here.
Yeah.
John, you use your dead vote on this? Oh.
Thank
Well,
you.
not if no one else is voting.
John, do you want to share your
No.
Raven Keeper info? Like, what's the reason not to? I just don't understand.
Sam, who is the fortune teller that
Thank
gave you
you,
the info on
Allie.
Naomi?
Is the fortune teller okay with me saying that?
I think it's obvious.
I was claiming Raven's Keeper to back up the Raven's Keeper, but apparently there might not be a Raven's Keeper.
What does that mean?
No, I understand.
I know what's going
I'll
on. And I think
okay,
we
whatever.
should
I'll just talk about it at this point. Sam, I was going to talk to you during the night. I had been claiming fortune teller because I was looking to die because I was the Raven Keeper, and then that was becoming apparently clear that that is not going to happen. And I had not gotten the chance to then still talk to Sam. I still think that both Taryn and Naomi are fine kills, and so I had put my hand up for both. But then as soon as it was looking like potentially it was going to get tied, I took my hand down.
I will give. Let me just say this. I'm walking back exactly what I just said, but so Naomi might die here anyways, wrongfully. But Naomi did throw down her hand on Taryn right at the very last second.
Yeah, because I'm tied to John K.
I figured
that's my buttle.
that's it. It looked like it, so I will say that's a big credit to you.
Yeah, if you're good, you should probably nominate someone else.
I can't nominate Taryn again though, so
No, I think me dying. I mean, I don't know. Me dying here is fine,
I'd be willing
right?
to
It's better
nominate
than a
Scally.
Okay, if you're good, I would recommend. Or if
I'll
Scally,
nominate
if you're
Scally.
good.
I think Taryn
nominates Scally.
I think me dying is fine.
I'm just most suspicious of Scally of anyone at this point. I think Sam is hard cleared. It could be Mora, but I can't vote out Mora. I'm not sure about Naomi, but they're probably not on the same team. And at this point, I'm more inclined to believe Scally's bad than her.
Scally,
I would love to die, but at this point in the game, I think that we have to start taking shots at people that I would still consider to be possible demon options. And for myself, that is not me, and that is Naomi. So if I do end up dying, and everyone distrusts me, but for me, it doesn't make sense.
Scally, can I ask, like, I mean, you stuck with the fortune teller lie well after I was already like cleared good. Why stick with that?
I was trying not to put my information out there at all. The only time I ended up doing it was just like end of this last round.
Okay.
I think it's a good point from Sam though. Like,
yeah.
Taryn, why didn't you vote for Mara?
And okay, this is about Scally.
It might be the game.
Hey Trace, what's up?
Anything else pertinent if I run this vote for Scally?
I'd like if we vote out Scally. I mean, we might eventually have to vote out Mara, but
running it
with a Saint claim, it's just more dangerous.
John,
Sam, are you gonna vote?
Naomi, are you gonna vote?
Don't waste a dead
No,
vote
I
if
don't
you're not
believe.
gonna vote.
I don't believe it's Scally. I believe it's Taryn.
It's not me.
Not enough.
Great, you would say that. I'm happy dying is the thing. I'm happy dying because I would rather die and show that I'm good than let.
I mean, it does make sense to get rid of a butler before they end.
Well, she's happy dying, so she will die. She's executed and dies. Good night.
It's possible it's Taryn and Scally, right?
Not if you believe the Chef Zero.
In that world, Taryn's a spy or Scally's a spy.
Killing Sam.
And
the thing is,
but no, that
killing
doesn't
me
work
makes
because
the
the
most
Baron
sense in theory, but then it takes Sam off of the board.
Joking.
But killing me makes
We're
the
at a
most
one-minute
sense
game.
because it would open up the most worlds. But that doesn't make
John
any
K.
sense
dying
for.
was just so interesting.
There's no
Why on the impact
anything.
would have got a 1.
I'm gonna ask Dwight, but
Yeah, but
it
how
doesn't
many
make any
people
sense.
knew?
I mean, it would be a majority of people.
Who?
Hi. So yeah, I understand that star passing would probably keep the most worlds open, except that Sam is essentially hard cleared as virgin. So I think that actually, given that they're like, I would love to have Mara be fighting this last day instead of me, but I think I have to kill Sam.
Yeah.
Look, I would love if this worked out somehow. If there was a tinker here, and that's why
Sam,
Fishback
okay,
died.
You chose Sam. Love that.
I'm killing Sam.
Okay, great.
Who died the night before?
Yeah, he's confirmed good. It's got to go.
Instead of the empath. I mean, that's why like the empath, implicates Mora a little bit.
It does. I mean, I guess it's worth knowing who we probably shouldn't talk at night, but like who heard the claim about empath.
Exactly, Zox. We need a tinker. Let's text Sam.
This is a long night.
I felt that way last night too, which was.
But Dwight also likes to drag it out to chat with chat.
I hope someone is lying and has information to come up with tomorrow.
I mean, going monk, empath, I mean, oh, wait, sorry, we should wait till the day. Sounds right.
Sam's smart. I don't like it.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome to your final 3. That does not include Sam.
What? This is shocking.
Huh.
Who could have predicted that Sam would die in the night?
Nope, sorry. Didn't mean to send that. All right.
You did not mean to send that?
I agree with the backsplash. The backslash.
Yeah.
I don't think there's any reason to run
So
off.
look, if it's Mora and Naomi, then Taryn is not, right? And then Taryn is drunk.
Yeah,
Or
that would
it's-
imply that.
I don't know. Any
If
three of you. I
Karen
say
is
case false.
drunk, then Mora is real.
Right.
Can I?
So
Yeah.
then we wouldn't know.
I don't
that
know.
Taryn-
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So I will say I'm just gonna say where I'm leaning towards going fishy. John, if you guys like talk me out of this, that's fine. I am leaning towards it being Scally.
I think so too.
And voting Scally. That was my read that I told Taryn last round, just like social read off the bat. It makes sense why I stayed alive as long as I did if I was next to Scally as a potential demon. I will also say when Scally was like telling me when Scally was telling me like fake fortune teller information, he was saying it openly right in front of Mora. To me, you're not telling people you're the fortune teller in front of somebody that you think could be bad unless like Mora already knew that Scally was coming forward with that information because Mora was Scally's minion.
In games, I often just will hard claim and or give at least 2 rolls in the first person I talk to, and Mora happened to call me early, so I had already told them.
Fisher?
I mean, Naomi not like also being not wanting to put Scally up and more being willing to die herself. I thought was a little strange.
Well, Steven, let me also
me.
say that the information that Scally gave me as fake fortune teller information was Uday Naomi yes, me and 50 no day 2, and then Naomi Taryn yes day 3. So I will say I kind of clocked it as suspicious information off the bat because it was weird that Scally would check a dead player against a player that's the hardest cleared player on the board day 2.
Yeah.
And I think now that I have good social reason to believe that Naomi is good, and if Naomi is good, it was pretty clear that Scally was not aligned with Naomi to me.
To me,
John explained to me why I was wrong, Fishback. I was wrong. I should have nominated Scally, but I sort of didn't understand the logic at the time.
in responding to the why I would check the hardest cleared player, it's essentially how I would choose myself and another player to get a read on specifically that.
It's fair. But Scally, I found it convenient that the person that you checked was also died that night.
Totally fair.
This is not real fortune teller information, right? He
Yeah.
was
No,
trying
I know.
Yeah, but if he was trying to bait a kill, it also makes more sense, right? Like, why are we reading into
why
those
was the virgin?
fortune
Why?
teller information?
Well, why be baiting a
Not
kill
to
with
tell
a
me.
confirmed virgin?
I guess.
Right.
Yeah, not to tell
Right.
But if
So,
Kelly is the
for
employee,
being
would he
trusted with a confirmed
talk
virgin.
about being a Ravens keeper as well? Well,
Yeah.
bluffing as 2 roles seems like a very big risk.
Yeah, if Terran's a Slayer,
Seems
it
like a
can't
big
be
mistake.
Mora.
No, I
Unless
think
you're-
Mora's the minion.
Unless you're
I think
poisoned.
the option.
Not
I
the
think the
minion.
options are pretty clearly Taryn Scally. Like I think Mora's. I have Mora pinned as minion.
Yeah.
Wait, can I hear the
Honestly,
logic to just
not
to
a
be
minion.
sure? Like, what about the world where I'm drunk or something? Can't
You
that
can't
also?
be drunk, because then there
I
would
can't
be
be drunk.
saint.
Because why?
Well, Naomi
Yeah.
doesn't necessarily have to be. It could be
That
like
would require that Naomi's telling the truth, right?
That's fair, but
Yeah.
But I do kind of believe her at this point.
Muddling. Yeah.
Which I am.
Yeah.
all right. Let's
I
end
mean, there
this.
could be-
We all know what we're
there's the,
doing.
There's the outlandish world in
Mora?
which you're poisoned.
Noms open?
They
Yeah.
I'll nominate Scally.
Mara nominates Scally. Don't talk.
Because he's the demon, apparently.
Scally, your defense.
No, I'm not. Like I have told people I'm the Ravens keeper. I had bluffed fortune teller because I was hoping to die. I gave like information that is consistent with what I would do if I had been the fortune teller, but no, I'm the Raven keeper. I am suspecting it's Taryn.
Did you
Ooh,
tell
we're gonna hit a
anybody
point
else
where we
other
can't
than
even beat
John
this. We're gonna lose. What
that
was
you
it
were
today? Sorry.
Ravens keeper? Did you tell anybody else other than John that you were Ravens keeper?
I told Fishy.
He told me to towards
Yeah.
Right before I said I was.
John and Fishy. Yeah.
Anything else, partner, before I run
So
this?
why
vote?
would a bluff has two roles? That seems
Bait the kill.
Anything else, partner, before I run this vote for Scally?
Oh, you're saying why would he bluff if he's not the demon?
If I'm not actually, well, I was saying if I'm not actually the fishing, what's it called? I would just stick with one role and actually use the more informational role to frame Taryn and Naomi rather than going Raven's Keeper, which doesn't help my argument at this point at all.
That's a pretty good point.
I'm going to go ahead and run this vote for Scally. It takes two. It's unblocked. Running it.
Sam, I thought you were like Team Scally is the demon.
I am gonna, yeah. I'm gonna vote it.
Interesting.
4 is enough.
John.
Scally's
Hey, can I ask Mara?
Wait, option.
So what's the validation here, right? If you are the saint, what is happening from your perspective, and why is it Scally?
I don't know. Everyone is convinced it's Scally, so that's how I.
Why are
nominate
you
it.
convinced it's Scally though, as the saint?
I'm not.
I'm gonna nominate Taryn.
That's just how town is leaning.
Scally.
Wait, instead of.
Oh
dear.
Because it doesn't make any sense for Mara to vote on me if it is me and Mara here. I had told people what I was. If I had been bluffing as the demon, I would go fortune teller, which actually would help me in any real way here. I wouldn't give up my bluff for no reason. I was not pressed. No one didn't believe me.
I have a Scally. Can I give you one? Why?
Sam,
why
Sam,
are
hold
you
up. Sam,
framing?
hold up. Depends first. Darren.
I'm happy to let Sam defend. No, I mean, it's honestly, I haven't been thinking about the world where it's me anymore, so I don't remember how to defend myself. I don't think it's me.
That's a very compelling
I think
argument.
it's Scally or Mora.
Okay, Scally. Sam, you wanna?
I mean, Scally, why are you framing Naomi with fake fortune teller information to a confirmed player in the game if it's like if you're on Naomi's side and you think it's Darren?
My first yes was having heard that Uday was a recluse anyway at that point, and then I was going yes on Taryn.
Right. Anything else, partner? If I run this vote for Taryn.
We'll lose here, but I don't think we're getting 5 anyway.
I just don't think Mara has a valid enough.
Why would Mara
okay,
vote for me
sorry.
and make it up to 4 votes? It only had to be at 2.
If Naomi is the butler, then Naomi definitely can't think Mara is the demon.
I don't think
Yes, she
Mara's the
could.
demon. I think that Mara is I think that Mara is a minion. I think that Mara is lying, and that.
I mean, I guess it
Like-
could just be butler recluse or the two.
I'm the
protect
minion and I
Taryn,
voted
now
on my
Scally,
demon.
but there's-
I'm just
No, I
confused
think
about why
Taryn's
Scally is
the
saying he's
I think
confused that
Taryn's
Mora
the
would vote
demon.
for him. Well, I don't know why Scally would be confused about Mora.
Because
in
most
particular,
people are
but-
saying that Mara is the minion at this point, and some saying that cannot be the case if Mara is voting for me.
Well, that happens all the
Instead
time.
of you.
Minions,
I
as a
don't think
last
that
minute.
they are sticking it to 4
Bro.
votes when it was very clearly already at 2, and would
Anyways.
then save their vote here.
Yes, I'm gonna run this vote for Taryn. Takes 4 to tie, 5 to execute. Running it.
I'll vote on this if we're gonna get 5.
I don't think there's any way this gets 5.
Oh, no, there was a way.
Not enough.
Good game.
Oh, I'm the only one. I'm not going to nominate.
Cool.
Yeah.
With that,
Congrats.
Scally has an execute and does die. And the game is over. Let me see here. I'll start with Fishback, your chef, who nominated Sam, your virgin. Fishback was in fact the chef, got a chef 0, which was sober and healthy. Fishy was your monk, who got killed immediately. John K was your empath, who got a 1 most of the game, or actually all the time he's alive, because they're next to the recluse and Uday.
It was okay. Not my best
then
work.
have
I could have
Naomi,
stuck
your
with fortune teller
butler,
and probably been
and
better
Taryn,
off.
who was
But oh well.
the Slayer who shot the spy, because Scally was your empath.
Oh, nice! Oh, wow, you really had me convinced that we lost there.
Yeah, my
Oh,
bad. I thought if you voted on that, it would spook people.
I thought we had to have
I
a
knew it.
spy. I was not believing there.
Yeah.
Mora, that was a very good play, Mora. At the end, when you nominated Scally, I was like, "Hold on, did I just like fuck everything
threw
up
everything
the
for a
entire
loop.
time?"
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
yeah, that was a great
I've seen it
effort.
happen too many times now. I feel like a lot of people seem to like to do that play, so I've stopped caring as much about it.
I was gonna pull my hand
because
down,
it already.
but
I
then
think it would have
figured
made
people
everyone
would vote on Scally if I
think
pulled my
that
hand down.
Mara was actually on my side. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, I switched claims because it was pretty evident. I think as soon as everyone was like, "That's really weird that John died," I was like, "Okay, well, let me go with why I'm not dying. This seems like there is a spy in the game, and that had been pretty agreed upon. So let me switch." I had intended on going to Sam earlier, it just wasn't in time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, Naomi, I think the one of the saving graces there was you being tied to John K and pulling your hand down. That was great. Like,
Yeah.
that was awesome. That for me, maybe
Right.
I'm like the only one, but I was riding for Naomi.
Oh, yeah.
You were so fast too. You really were like paying attention. But when you were like hesitating when we asked you who you chose, I was like, that's very suspicious. But
right.
I kind of forgot. I remembered that I did it as a joke. I was like, who did I do? I knew I did somebody as a joke, and it was Scally. And then I was like, I can't remember it. Yeah, I was just genuinely forgot to write it down.
This is very
No, but
fun
John
setup,
K and I
though.
were messaging about it. That's why I pulled it down so fast.
Yeah, I would have
It was
voted
like-
if we had more people.
Yeah.
Because I knew Naomi was good.
That was fun.
Hey, Fishy, who did you protect night one?
John K.
Yeah. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and.
Why'd you kill me, Scally?
You're the monk.
Monk, yeah, threatening.
That was my first thought.
Sorry.
I might want to kill the monk.
Good game, Scally.
Good
Thanks,
game.
guys. Appreciate it. I'm gonna go.
Bye.
Bye,
That was
y'all.
great. Thanks, Dwight.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
See you guys.
That was the fun
Yeah.
part of that, John K, was that like you were like,
Fish
I'm the Raven
business?
Keeper, and I was like, he's been lying to me, and then you're like, it's okay, I'm lying to everybody else, and I was like, how do like tell Sam I'm the empath? I was like, he is not gonna fucking believe me. Don't worry, John K's lying.
I wanted to
So
help
thank
Fish
Scally.
and I
you.
were on the same team twice. That's crazy.
Whoa. Yeah, that was funny.
Oh
Uh,
man.
Everyone.
2 losses.
Yeah, good games.
Scally set up to fail twice.
I
Evil
know.
Scally.
I
No.
flop.
Yeah.
No, you did so good, Scally. You had me totally cooked. I was like, it's fucking Terran.
I felt better about
Yeah.
the last game. I was like, ugh. But this game, I was like, it's
Well,
fine.
immediately, I was like, Aaron seems like he's doing that thing where he's trying to be suspicious, but he's not.
Yeah.
I was trying to be a frame, and the Slayer shot clearing me. Kinda.
Yep. I was
Yeah, that's
going.
odd, 'cause I
Go
would have been way more suspicious of you, especially without the
Yeah.
logic that like it was even less likely that you were demon because of the way the outsider claims panned out.
Yeah.
Was
I almost told you to shoot Scally, so that's.
Oh, did you?
I was
Yeah.
coming in.
I was so scared that was gonna happen.
I was like, ooh, I'm gonna star pass. No, John is about to get a read on Mara, so I'm not gonna star pass.
I was so scared because Dwight pulled me
That's a
in,
good
and there
idea.
was a good like 30 seconds of silence. I was like, oh my god, I hope I'm not the imp.
There just like weren't
Steven
enough
Ben's gonna get a
rounds.
number on me.
That could have been a read on Naomi, though.
Yeah,
so
true.
It doesn't necessarily.
True,
click
true, true.
you.
But that final
Yeah,
night.
John and I had that moment where we're like, I could be lying to you, but I'm not. I promise.
That final night, Dwight woke me up right before we woke up for the final day, and he was like, "So what are you doing?"
You're a hacker.
He's like, "Oh, you don't know what you can do?" I was like, wait, hold on, what can I do? And I was trying to read the Slayer roll, and I was like, is there any way it could have been star pass to me? Like, what is happening?
so funny.
He was like, nah, just leave. You didn't figure it out. And I was like, what? No, what is it? He was like, I'm fucking with you.
That's wild.
Rude.
That's
Right
so
after
wild.
Terran,
Oh,
after
yeah,
I talked to Terran and I laid out this word.
Let
I'm like,
me-
yeah, I'm gonna push pretty hard. Scally Mora here, like I blah blah blah. I go talk to Naomi. Naomi was like, or it could be Terran, and I was like, well, if it's Terran, then I am fucked, because I just like
Yeah.
I just like told Terran everything that I thought happened, and I thought I was like very cooked for a second there.
That's so
Oh.
funny.
It
Sam,
was
how
nice being on your team this time, Sam.
Yeah,
because-
I like being good way more, man. I like being good. You get to work with more people, but then it's also when you get a no information role, it's a little.
Tell me about
I
it.
like to mix it
Definitely
up.
be
I
working
get
with
bored
people
if
when
I'm
you're
good all
evil.
the time.
I take a nice
Yeah.
mix.
Yeah, I like a mix.
I think
Alright,
spies.
I'm gonna
I
say,
think minion
let's
is always where I want to be because
raid.
there's like
Yeah.
no
Best.
threat.
mean,
no,
it is
you get to be evil and mess with people and know what's going on, but there's like no pressure.
There's no
To,
pressure.
like, ruin the game. Yeah.
Yeah,
Like,
I don't know. I blew it pretty hard with Corey like what, a month ago
All right,
or so.
let's
at
go
the
see
Dominion,
Russ.
so
Everyone
if
say
you
hi
can
to
ruin a
Russ, and I
game,
will
I've
see
done
you
it.
all so
I don't know. For a
soon.
similar reason, I kind of like being
Bye.
that
Thanks
one
again. I
town.
appreciate it.
You
Maybe
get some
Monday,
useful info,
maybe Tuesday. I'm not
you
sure.
can out
Bye.
it, and then it doesn't matter if you die.
Or you can be Marianne
Yeah.
and say, I'm not going to give you